100.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Point flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song go, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, kinda Nick, went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted, and we got it ish. That's why we scratching everything that's on the list. This is not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. Of these games. 100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the streets, I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like king, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal, going up. Me in the capital, super compatible, got me like, let's go. Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream. Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause
okay.
I know that the word is.
Welcome in.
Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the streets, I make it look easy.
How you guys doing?
Way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy.
Welcome in. Let's do it.
Word on the streets, I make it look
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
easy.
Let me know.
Word on the street is I make it look easy.
All right. WWW. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. My bad. I don't know what was going on with my headset, man. I don't know what was going on. But I hope you guys are well. Let's do this. Welcome in. It is game time. Yeah. Let's do it. How y'all feeling? Let's go. W. Happy Friday. Let's rock and roll. All I see is W's in the chat. W's all in the chat. All right, it's like a home run right off of the bat. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Let's do it. Who do we got here? All right. Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. What up, Z Gamer? YOLO Traders here. What up, Sim Z? AB Mike in the house. Only Bands in the building. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What up, Luffy? Yanosh in the building. What up, Yanosh? Let's go. Let's go. Clubhouse, how we feeling? How we feeling? Engineer 14 in the building. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, I think we're good. I think we're good. We got some news coming in. Let's get it started here. Let's get it started. What do you say? What do you say? All right. Andy B in the house. Let's go. W. All right, we go. No L's. All right. W. Welcome in, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Okay, we good? All right, that's it. Song's over. Song's over. Stevie Mac Attack. What's poppin'? What's up, Berlin? What up, Wokey? Giuseppe in the house. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How you guys doing? Last day of the week here. Yes, sir. Last day. Coming in hot. Let's finish strong. What up, Golden Dubs? Zyper in the house. I'm not even gonna say your real name. I know y'all real names now. Yeah, London session. We learned everyone's first name. Louis G in the building. What's good, Louis G? All right, I think we're good. Let me just get settled in over here. Excuse me. How's everyone doing today? What's the word of the day, gang? What's the word of the day? Give me one word. One word. Make it a good one. Make it a good one. Give me 1 sec. Let me close this door. What's the word? What's the word? All right. Grateful, discipline. All right. All right. Patience, gratitude, blessed. Let's get it. Winner. I like it. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I like that word. I like that word. All right. Well, welcome in. Happy Friday. Good to see you guys. Last day of the week here. We are going to close up strong. Today is Friday. It is August 15th. And we strike the midway point. So we are officially midway through August. One heck of a month it's been. And we're going to continue the momentum here today. So we do have some news coming in about 10 minutes here. Some red folder news, core retail sales. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Let me pray for you guys real quick if that's all right. And then we'll begin, all right? Let's do it. Well, Father God, we thank you for this opportunity to gather here together, Lord. I just pray that you would bless this session here. We thank you that you've designed us for greatness, Lord, that you've called us to go out and win at the highest levels. Lord, we thank you for never letting us settle for mediocrity. I thank you for the spirit of victory that just dwells among this community, Lord. I just pray that you would go before us, bless us, and we just ask for your grace here today. In Jesus' name, amen. Yeah, what another day. Grateful for another day. Super grateful. Spent the whole morning doing an awesome morning routine. So hopefully you guys have done yours, and time to lock it in now, right? Time to lock it in. Immaculate DJ Scratchers. I like that word. I like that. All right. Well, anyway, once again, it's the 15th here. We've got some red folders coming out in just a few minutes here. As you can see, 8:30 news, core retail sales coming in. And then later we have some 10 a.m. news with the prelims as well. And then it looks like Papa Trump going to be talking at some point later on today. So we'll really just focus right now on the 8:30 news here and kind of stay away from that. Let that give us some sort of direction like we always do. And then we will, start to hunt our positions down after that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis and take a look at gold. We'll take a look at ES. And we'll plant our ranges and kind of see what we can come up with here today. So let me, how's the music? How's the music? Do we need to lower it a little bit? I feel like we need to lower it a smidge. Let's do this. All right, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good. All right, let's talk about this here. So this is gold. This is the daily time frame, and man, we drew this out yesterday, did we not? We drew this out for the last 2 days. As you can see, like, we're obviously in this level of resistance. You've got a nice wick rejection off of that bullish no top wick, right? Price comes down. We end up creating resistance here. Next candle drives down. No surprise, right? Pretty much pushes all through these wicks here, but the candle ends up doing what? It closes with no bottom wick. So one thing we know about bearish candles that close with no bottom wick is there's a less likely chance that the next candle will continue driving down, right? This is typically where the party ends and the pullback is about to happen. So what do you know? We wick down, we come back, we create support, next candle moves bullish, and then we talked about this yesterday about this candle here closing bearish now back below the range and ultimately setting us up to continue down in this daily range here. So this is what I mean. You got support here, our closure below, which is right here, brand new resistance formed, and now we have the entire range to continue moving down, right, if we break those lows here today. So if you can see the range I'm talking about all the way down into 33.29. Do you guys hear Kingman? I don't know if you guys hear Kingston, but this kid's wild. But anyway, so very, very bearish here on the day. So if we do break those lows, we did take buys in Asian session. We did get stopped out on one of them, gave it a second shot, ended up taking a win. We were just a little early on the first buy, but you know, the idea was there for the daily to come up to make a top wick, for the 4 hour to also come up and give a little retracement. And I think at this point that has officially taken place. So if we do break these lows here, we should have a straight run down into support here today. A lot of volatility coming in. Let's take a look at the 4 hour here. So the 4 hour did give us the pullback. So anybody that was in Asian session, we drew this up, we talked about this. So while this 4 hour candle was down here, we talked about, you know, that same exact candle moving up here, right? That was where what we based our buys off of last night. We had a vision of that candle closing bullish, right? And then the next one moving up into this range right here, and voila, right? Taps there. London session gives us a bearish candle closure, and now we're starting to melt down here. So the kind of the shift is taking place from the bullish move over now to potential the continuation of the bearish move here for the daily. So again, very bearish here. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. So 1 hour has a bit of a range here. You have support, you have resistance. It looks like we did a little bit of a fake out, which is no surprise, right? Pre-news, you got no surprise those fake outs come in. But overall, we're starting to come back down now, right? So we got about like 6 minutes for the news to come out. These are our daily lows sitting down here. So honestly, anything below there is good money for me today. So we have a huge range. We have massive range here, right? Clean traffic all the way down. I think if we can get closures below, sells are valid, right? If we can maybe catch some sells above, like a little bit below here, then we could take these. But you know, most likely news is going to push us through like this, and guess what, we're probably gonna have to wait till like 9:15 anyway to take this trade regardless, right? We got to wait for it to set up, maybe something like this, boom, and then we look for the sells right off the onion play here. All right, something like that, boom, to come down. So that's the game plan. That is the plan. That is the plan if we do end up heading south. Most likely you're gonna have news come in and push us. We're not going to be able to take advantage of this move, so don't get FOMO. Oh my god, price is moving down, like you guys do, you know what I mean? Wait for the pullback, right? We get that resistance to form, and then boom, we strike right there. All right, so if you're willing to be patient, if you're willing to be disciplined, you have the opportunity today to make more money today than, you know, most people take a whole week or a month to make. So stay tight here, gang. That's what I'm looking for here on the sells. We'll see how everything plays out. And then the buys, man, the buys were clean, right? Anything above 92 here, we begin to re-break this 4-hour high. That should begin to push us up, and we got a lot of clean range to go up if we want to today. So beautiful ranges here on gold. It should be a great day. Stay out of this range here, but everything else looking pretty good. No trade range. No trade range here. If you can stay out, if you could be disciplined enough, then the money is up here or the money is down here. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at today. Should be a pretty clean, easy Friday. Let's just wait for our opportunity, right? Let it fall in our lap here today. So that is it. That is Goldie. Pretty good, pretty good. 4-hour looks good. 30-minute looks good. 1 hour looks good. Yeah. Daily looks really good. Really good. So that is gold. Let's take a look at ES here as well. This news is going to come out in 3 minutes. So let's take a look at S&P 500 as well here. So again, we're continuing bullish, right? Just continuing up, up, up and away. I am expecting a pullback here. So if we can break the lows, then there's a very high chance that this daily candle on this lovely Friday can begin to melt off here, right? We typically will see that on a Friday. So let's see what the 4-hour looks like. 4-hour close with no lower wick. So this is going to be the issue on ES, is really getting past all that, right? It's a lot of consolidation, a lot of support there. So yeah, we may or may not get that. But 4-hour close with no bottom wick. 1 hour is ranging here, so it's going to be a little tricky on ES until the news comes out, so I would wait for that. 30-minute time frame. Yeah, I don't really like the buys, really. I know we're super bullish, but it's almost like we're too bullish to buy, right, and almost too bullish to sell. So it's very tough here on ES today. We'll see. I'll revisit ES around 9:15, and then we'll kind of go from there. But gold, gold. Gold's got our name all over it here today, chat. So let's just be patient. Let's wait, and let's see how we can do. Traders next door in the building. What's popping? So any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that? How's everyone else's ranges looking? Talk to me. We're obviously bunched up in some consolidation right now, so just let it cook. Just let it cook. Show us the Asian trade. Well, damn. My goodness. How are you doing today, too? Man, I'm doing very well. And you? Same ideas? Nice. Clubhouse got the same ideas? Let's go. Feeling today's Trump is trippy Trump. Yeah, let's see if Trump can stir it up here today. That won't be till later, and it's tentative as well, so it might not even happen. Anyway, Asian trade. Where was it? Why am I drawing a blank here? Asian 15? Hold on, let me get it up on TradeZello. Oh, by the way, here comes the news. So let's watch the news here real quick. I'll load up the trade. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where we go here. They are expecting similar numbers, so they're not really expecting much of a change here. I think, yeah, same here. So they're not really expecting too much of change here today at all. Asian trade. Yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's see where the energy goes. What news affects gold? Mainly red folder news, right? Which is what we got going on. Anything around the US dollar, sometimes the Aussie dollar as well, but anything around the US dollar that has any sort of red, like high impact, is what's gonna affect gold. So something like this today will throw gold around a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let me show you guys the Asian trade. So this was it right here. Pretty sure. Yeah, was it this one? Yeah, this one right here. So basically, what we were looking at was this level right here. Let me go to the 15-minute. So right here. So we took a buy. Yeah, so we took a buy on this candle right here, right? And then price basically pushed up a little bit, barely, barely like anything, 1 maybe 2 pips in profit. And then we just started playing around here. We came all the way down, right? We started playing around, and 15-minute lows broke. I had my stops below the 30 lows. Some of us had 15, some of us had 30, some of us actually had 1 hour. So it just depends on where your stops were on this trade. But yeah, hopefully we can start pushing down here on gold. Yeah, nice. All right, we need 15 minutes anyway to let that start to push. But yeah, so basically that's what happened here. So we got a little bit of a breakout. Oh no, I'm sorry, we took the buy off of the support here, right? We get tapped in, price breaks the low, stops anyone out who had the 15-minute stops. We come back up, we close above the range here. So being that we closed above the range, I decided to hold that trade, right? So let me right there. So we closed above this range. Now last night you could have been using 2 ranges. One, which was the one that I had right here, right? And then the other, which was like, let's say right here. So depending on what range you were using, right, price either closed above or below, right? So again, I was using that lower range there. So I kept this trade because as long as price, and we learned this the other day with the arrow trade, right? As long as price continues to close above the range, right, you still remain bullish. Doesn't mean that we can't drive down at all, right? Certainly doesn't mean that. It just means it's less likely to. So the next candle opens up and boom, straight down it goes. So my stops are sitting right there. Bam, that one stops me out. Price comes all the way back up, closes back above the range, right? And then we just decided to give it another go. So that's where we took the buy position off of that candle. And yeah, price, basically came up to that area we were looking for, which was right here. And we got some of us got the whole loss back. Some of us got most of it, but that was pretty much a trade. I also took that on my live account. So made some money there too, but that was pretty much it. It was a 30-minute celery right here, which was the second trade. So we gave it a second chance with that, that entry right there. Kingman Wildin'. Trying to focus, man. I'm trying to focus. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll see what gold wants to do. The hour candle is still open, so we'll see where we can go. Anyone have any questions on the Asian trade? It was yeah, I'll show you the way it actually looked. So fortunately I didn't take the losing trade on my live account yesterday, but did take this one. So that was it. Entry here, break of the highs, we pushed up, made about $2,700, and that was it. Called it a night. So we'll see what we could do here in the New York session. Kingman Wallet. Let's see. What makes you better, fundamental or technicals? I don't know. I have about 0 knowledge on fundamentals. I think mentals. You get fundamentals, you either get technicals, or you get mentals. I think the mental, you need to have a good mind, man. Mindset. Mindset's everything here. What up, Henko? Henok in the house. Yeah, maybe the arrows would have changed something in Asian. What do you guys think? All right, 30-minute candle coming back up here. So let me pop zoom. Where's zoom at? Squad, how we feeling? What up, Ryan? What's good? What's good? What up, Ben? How you guys feeling? Jay Coop in the house. There he is. Jay Coop, show me a workout though too, my man. I want to see a nice workout. You know, let me in, man. Let me in. The crowd's dying. You know. Hey, that's what I learned about me is that, or about this brand too, is like people know, like everyone loves to see the trades, but even more so now it's like, well, what else do you do, right? Like who else are you, like on top of that as well? So, because once you get to see, you know, the other side, like outside of just the work or the trading, you go, all right, you know what, this dude's a regular guy just like me, or, you know, I can do whatever he can do too. So. The mentals, baby, the mentals. You can have all the technical game you want, all the fundamental game you want, but if that mindset ain't there, it's over. It's over. Actually, it wouldn't even begin. It wouldn't even have begun. London, yes, London. Where was the London trade here? Gang, there's just so many trades at this point. This has been such an epic week. Like, my goodness. London. Yeah, I think London was right here. Yeah, this one right here. So you guys know how we are beginning to like sample size. So, you know, ideally when we take buy positions and sell positions or whatever, right, we get a closure there and we like to see a lower wick, right? So we like to see that lower wick and then price to move up. But there's obviously going to be many times where price barely makes a lower wick and then just shoots up, right? And, you know, it sucks, right? Can anyone else admit it sucks to miss out on those trades when you ultimately know where price is going to go? Like, you don't obviously know, but you've already drew it out. Like, you have a really good read on it, and let's say there's 4 things that check the boxes and then just that one, like, lower wick thing that doesn't. So right now what we're doing is we are beginning to sample size this and see if we can actually be good, right? Actually have good data that leads to profitability on that idea right there. So last night in London was a great way to test that. That was another one. By the way, we're like 6 for 6 on them right now. So that means nothing. Until we get to, I would say, 50, 60 trades and we get more data, and then we'll see what our win rate is, and we'll see if we can actually, you know, consider it a good A+ setup to jump on all the time. So this was the trade here. Obviously a little risky, go in small in the beginning, not much of a lower wick, but ultimately this thing played out perfectly, right? We came right into that area, price tapped support. I think Magnus closed full right there, and that was the trade. Yeah, so just a simple buy off support. You had a bullish 4-hour candle, which was about to like flip up bullish, and yeah, I thought it was a good trade. Clean move. And if you didn't take that, it's not an issue, right? These are ideas that we're continuing to work on when it comes to these no lower wicks. So there's no shame in not taking that and just letting that play out, right? Letting that getting your reps in, right? It's all about repetition. So if you can get your reps in and watch that over and over and over again, see what happens. How does it work out when we lose, right? How does it work out when we win them? And then you can study that data for yourself to be able to have, you know, some sort of an expectation, right, when you're taking those trades. How many of y'all would actually like to have an accurate expectation to trading? Follow data. It's that simple. Just follow data. Don't worry about what Twitter says. Don't worry about what Jimmy Ding Dong says, right? Don't worry about it. Just follow data. Here we go. Shooting out of that 82 support zone here. Very interesting. Let's take a look at that 4-hour candle now. Popping right back out off support. So, yeah, we can go either way here today. We got clean range. Lots of clean range. I think the hour time frame here today really sets us up. Everything else going to be a little bit tricky, as you can see. So I think the 1 hour closures here really kind of guide us here today. What up, Sue J? It's good. That's good. Awareness. It's popping. Jimmy Ding Dong's back. Watch out. But W Asian sesh last night, really good time. We got to I think that was our first loss of the week, right? Yeah, first L of the week. So been a great month here so far. Yeah, all in all, been excellent here. So we'll see. We may still end this day red. We may not. We may turn it green. I don't know. I don't care either. That's the cool part, is I really don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna look for a good trade here today, and we'll take it. And whatever happens, happens. What up, Ray Slay? What's poppin'? Did you gather your data live trading only, or did you hop in on back testing? Both. Yeah, both. Mainly live though. Mainly they call it like forward testing. So luckily I learned from someone who had already had like 5 years in the game. So I got to benefit, right, off of their data. I got to benefit off of the things that they learned, right? And then I got to sample size that proven sample size data, if that makes sense. And now if you're new here, you get to do that times 2. You get to sample size proven data that's been proven by me and studied, that's been backed up and proven by, let's say, like Raja, right? So you really you're really in a good place where, you know, anyone can come in the game here and be able to focus, lock in, and within 6 months have a really good understanding of what it is we're doing here. You know, I think 6 months is plenty of time to, if you're mature enough, right, to get in, to start to learn, to start to apply, to make mistakes, to come back, make adjustments, right? And really, as long as you don't make the same mistakes over and over again, right, you're bound to have great results. It's just, you know, will you go through that process properly? Most can't, I should say most won't, not that they can't, right? They just won't, because, you know, we come from other backgrounds of like sports gambling and betting and casinos and, you know, all this stuff that just clouds our mind, where we think, you know, this is the same thing, where we kind of just pull a lever or roll some dice and, you know, make some money. But it's a lot more than that, I'll tell you that. But it can be just as simple, if not more simple. And, you know, actually the probabilities could be more in your favor if you do it right. You become the casino, right? Once you run the edge. Once you have an edge, you are the casino. So no longer are you the player at it. You're now the actual casino that collects. Lights, fire in the building. Sandman, how we feeling? How we feeling? Man, we were all ready to potentially come to New York this weekend, but we're like, let's not. You guys heard Kingman in the background, right? We're like, yeah, let's not do that. Let's not leave Kingman in Florida and go to New York. That's a setup, man. That's a setup. Anyway, how'd you guys do yesterday? Did you guys do good yesterday? I think, what did we do yesterday? Was it one and done? I forget. Yeah, small win. And that was it. Yeah, so we'll see if I trade this account. So this is the cool part about having multiple accounts on the, you know, off the copy trader, is this one's red. Maybe I'll use it, you know, or what I could do is I could just plant it right there and just let it sit red just like that, right? And not damage it any further. Yeah, you know, I won't get to green today, maybe on that account, but if I let it sit there, then nothing else can happen to that account, right? And that to me is probably going to be the better idea, and then go ahead and trade these 2 fresh accounts here today. My live account is already up 3,000 on the day. I'm not even touching that one. I've had a hell of a week there. I'm not even going to even bring that one out today. So it's probably just going to be these accounts, maybe get back in on that red one. Big fire. Let's pop. How can we improve our patience? You see, patience comes from being impatient. You know, so the idea of being patient only happens when the idea of being impatient gets too hard to bear, right? So eventually what happens is you trade, you overtrade, you over risk, you're very impatient, you're very snappy in the markets, and you lose a lot of money, right? And then you go, man, that hurts. I don't want to lose a lot of money. What can I do better? And you're like, you know what? Let me practice this stupid patience thing that Nick keeps talking about and John keeps talking about. And, you know, you eventually start to see the result of being patient, right? And those results are typically going to be better than being impatient, right? Believe it or not. And hopefully that satisfies you enough to say, you know what? That whole impatient thing, you know, it's overrated. I'm going to be patient today. And, you know, hopefully you just fall into it, right? I mean, how bad do you want what you want financially off of like what it is you're trying to do here, right? So it just depends how bad you want what you want. You know, I know what I want. Some of y'all don't even know what you want. Some of you guys think you want to be good day traders, and that couldn't be any far from the truth. I don't want to be a good day trader. I really don't even care about day trading. I'm not even that good as a day trader. I'm really good at following the system, though, because I know what the system provides, which is the lifestyle that I want, right? So what's the lifestyle that you want? I can guarantee you becoming a trader wasn't on your dream board when you were 9 years old. So what was it, right? What do you actually want? And then use this as a vehicle to get there. That's it. That's it, right? And then learn how to operate the vehicle properly. Otherwise, you will crash, and it won't be fun. And you may have to crash a couple times, right, in order to learn how to operate this vehicle. But just understand what it is. There's something deeper that you want. There's something, you know, underlining here on why you're showing up every day and participating in these markets like crazy people. So what is that, right? And then focus on that, and then you go, okay, am I willing to be patient for that, right? I don't know, maybe it's retire your wife. Maybe you have a beautiful child that you just don't want to see go to daycare anymore, and you have a boss that you just want to tell go, you know what, right? Maybe you got a boss that you don't like. Maybe your wife's complaining about her work hours. A lot of people want the big mansions and that you think you want that stuff. You think you want it, but you don't. All you really truly want is probably things like that. Spend more time how you want to spend it, right? Be with your friends, be with your loved ones, create memories, right? And I know that you can't do that at the day job. So that's what you really want, man. It's all about the freedom, right? In my opinion, it's all about the freedom, because right now you may be trying to become this super duper day trader and make all this money to be able to buy like, I don't know, like a Porsche or something, or like a Ferrari or something, and you think that's what you want. But that ain't going to keep you disciplined on a day-to-day basis, right? What is going to keep you disciplined? I don't know, maybe the look in your little daughter's eyes, right? When you go, I just want to spend more time with her. Or your wife, right, complaining about her job, saying, man, I just can't do this anymore, babe. This boss or this coworker or that or this, and you're just like, you know what, if I just make enough money, all this can change, right? So, you know, why are you doing this? You know, what is it that you're fighting for? Do we have a 15 closure? We have a 15 closure. We do. We do have a 15 closure. Yeah, see, mostly you just want to take care of your family. That's it. You just want to buy your time back. For me, I just wanted something simple. I just want to do what I want, when I want, where I want, with who I want, for as long as I want, because I can, right? To have time and money on my side. Most people have a lot of money, but they ain't got no time, right? They're working all the time. They're a bit too busy, right? And then you got people who got a whole bunch of time but no money, right? So freedom is having both. Time and money, right? That way you can run your own life. You know what I do? I get paid to exist. Money works for me. Anyways, are you guys still here? How y'all doing? Lock in or clock in, gang. Lock in or clock in. All right, 4 hour coming back up, baby. Can you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Let's get it. There you go, J Coop. There you go. Mod squad. Someone snipe these guys. Z Gamer, friendly fire. I don't want to see y'all clock in forever. I don't want to see you clock in forever. Not when there's too many golden opportunities in front of us. Can we ask a question, please? Absolutely. Absolutely. Talk to me. Talk to me. All right, 8 minutes here, though, and we get a 1 hour closure. And as I mentioned, I think the 1 hour candles really kind of direct us the best here today. So if we get a nice closure above after grabbing the pack, right, and breaking those lows, very high chance we will continue to move up towards whatever this is here at like 06, and then maybe even fill the range here. Would love to move bearish today. Would love to move bearish, but again, clean range as well to the top side. It's, you know, if we break the 4 hour highs, I mean, we gotta move with price here. Don't matter what we want. Freedom, man. That's it. That's it. Random. You know, it's just nice. It's just nice to, you know, take Shorty out to lunch on a nice like Tuesday, right? No one's at the restaurant. I told her, baby, I called the place. I called them. I told them to shut the whole joint down just for me and you. You know? Just little stuff like that. I didn't even call them. I just knew it was going to be empty. Yeah. I think most people got to go back and revisit the dream. By the way, I feel like this is a message for the clubhouse too. I have a much better understanding about where everyone is and stuff. And I think everyone just needs to revisit the dream this weekend. You know, you always hear me from time to time go back to the dream, right? Because it is the most important piece of what we do. It's the only thing that's going to keep you disciplined. The only thing that's going to keep you long-term focused, right? Is that dream, is that vision. So if you don't have that, or if it's all foggy and unclear, you're gonna make decisions based off the here and now. And you know, you can't be a short-term thinker. You know, you really can't. You got to be a long-term thinker. You got to prepare yourself for the road ahead, and you know, that's what's going to get you to where you want to be. Someone timed you out? Yeah, someone. I'm not going to say who. I think I've seen it, but the broker I use for my personal account is called Toro Markets. So as you guys know, I've learned a lot of the trading stuff from Raja Banks. So you know, I used to use his broker, which was Dominion Markets, but they could not operate in the U.S. anymore. So I guess over the last 2 years, you know, they've been working on a U.S. broker, and that's the broker. So I've been using that one, and honestly, I put 30 grand in it. I don't know. I just didn't have any expectations for it. Just wanted to help Raja out a little bit and kind of share it with you guys and trade on it and see how I liked it. And yeah, it's actually going really well. So almost got the account up to just about 90 grand now. So it's really moved. And as I told you guys last week, like, I'm locked in. Like, I've never traded a 100K personal live account. So I'm ready, and I'm finna up my lot sizes here pretty quickly too, because I'm just tired of playing at the 1 to 2K wins, right? I'm ready. I'm ready to go to 10, 20K wins. And I'm gonna step into that. So we'll see. You know, we'll see how it goes. I could blow the whole account for all we know. You never know. Right? But hey, no risk, no Rari. At 39, let me see. 39. Yeah, that's kind of where I got. Which one? Oh yeah. You know what? It's honestly, it's choppy. I mean, we're gonna deal with some chop here. So both ranges are, you know, to the top side are a bit ugly here. S&P still in the range. You got to dream big, my friends. You got to dream big. You got to, man. You know, I see these other guys, and look, you know, I was super hype about okay, I grew my account like 60,000 in like 2.5 months, But that's nothing, right? Like there's these other guys that make 60 grand in a trade, right? So I'm just trying to move to the next levels. I don't want to stay stagnant. I see these other guys moving and shaking, and you know I'm right on their tail, man. I'm behind them, so I like being behind too, because it gives me someone to keep chasing. It gives me an example. Gold, I want to see gold close above here. Yeah, if we can get a closure above. We're coming into 9 a.m. here, so the 1 hour candle is going to close, but it's not giving us any direction here, right? Zero. So we got to just wait a little bit. Yeah. If we can, so the 15 minute, right? If we can get that support here and then close back above, right? We got a brand new support. We got a lower wick on the new 1 hour. Then I like the buys here. I know it's a little choppy, but you know, this is where the volatility will come in to push price up a little bit. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we didn't really break out of the range, so that kind of makes me think, will we just range trade today on gold, right? This is about 100 pip range here, so... W. The chief. We finna get it done, man. We finna get it done. Is it possible to trade the playbook on forex? Absolutely. That's where this whole playbook was designed. You know, we just took it over to futures. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my other live account that I just told you guys about, that is a forex account. What y'all doing this weekend? We're going to go revisit the dream a little bit. And go touch it. Let's see. Let's see, Clubhouse. Let's see. Most of the time for me, it has been actually believing that I can have success. Yup. I'm not meant for failure. Yeah, man, you're not. You know, I know a lot of you guys just have that feeling that you belong, right? You belong in the top percent. You don't have that feeling for no reason. You really don't. You know, sometimes I think, how can, like, I know some friends, right? And, you know, they've been doing the same thing for 25 years, and I'm thinking, how are they okay with that? Like, how can they possibly be okay with it? But at the same time, they just may not have that feeling that we have, right? I'm sure every person in here knows what I'm talking about. That feeling to be successful, to ultimately belong to the first class, right? And you do belong, right? If you feel it, if you want it, it wants you more than you want it. Right? It's a calling on your life. So you got to step into that. And I just think some people just don't have it, right? But if you're here and you're showing up and you're looking to do something outside of like what you got going on and, you know, personally grow yourself, like it's in you, right? It's in you. So, you know, don't muffle that, right? Try and really get that flame going. You can do it. You could do it. Giveaways, yes, we're gonna do a giveaway here. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram, and we're gonna pick it from the random IG comment picker thingy majiggy. It's gonna be this new post right here. All you gotta do is like it, comment, and yeah, I guess we'll pick a winner, a couple winners actually today. Yep. We also have some giveaways going off in the webinar this weekend in the Clubhouse, so that should be fun as well. Would I ever go back to just Forex if futures was gone? Yeah. But that's the only way. Retire your wife, parents live off garden. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so those are your goals, you know what I mean? Really focus on them, pay attention to them. And don't try and like make someone else's goals your goals. You know what I mean? If those are yours, lock in, because those are the only ones that's going to make you like actually get your act together, if that makes sense, right? Maturity. Yes, sir, Juan. Yes, sir, man. Sometimes it's just time for a change. You know what I mean? We're not meant to do and be the same person every single day, every single, moment. I mean, think about it. Most of your beliefs just came from your parents. I mean, who the hell are they? You ever think, who are my parents? Like, what? Like, I didn't even know. You just got dropped into their lap when they were like 30 years old. They lived the whole 30 years before you ever arrived. You don't even know who these people are, man. Right? So, and you're going to base your whole belief system off of those two people, right? Or, the religion that they put you in, or the school system that they put you in, right? At some point, you got to start thinking for yourself. You got to start trying to really seek that inside, right? All right, so we never closed above here, but we did get somewhat of a bearish closure. We got a lot of resistance right here, so I would love to get through that before we go in and take any sort of buys here. So we'll see if we can get through. If not, you never know. We might come back down, close below, and the sells for the daily time frame will be in play. So, what up, C Melly? How we feeling? How we feeling? How do you stop yourself from not over risking? Stop fighting the urge. Probably run out of money. That usually does it. Like, you over risk so much, you blow so many accounts that you run out of money, and then you're just like, you know what? I really got to stop doing that. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, gang. How do you be disciplined? Well, you spend a lot of time being undisciplined and not enjoying those results. How do you be patient? Well, you spend a lot of time being impatient in life until eventually you realize that that's not going to get you the results you want. So you develop patience, right? That's just how these things go. How do you stop over risking? You just blow so many accounts due to over risking. You finally realize, you know what, man, like, I shouldn't be doing that. Or you can listen to what I'm saying here, which is very difficult, right? And then just not do that type of stuff. But sometimes, like, we gotta go down those rough roads to learn and stuff. So hopefully you do it like once or twice, and then you remember, like, hearing me say this, and you're like, you know what, let me not even go down that hole. All right, cool. The white lines represent buys above here, sells below there. Yeah, we're just gonna wait on closures. My bad, Evan. I feel like I've seen Evan write that question for 3 days straight, and I completely forgot to answer every time. I feel like we've been doing it the same way for so long that sometimes I forget new people actually come in here and don't know what those lines mean. Heading out of town. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to head out of town too this weekend. Go do some dream building myself. All right, let's see. That's what I'm saying. If you try and be disciplined, how many guys have been disciplined in other areas of your life, like diet or fitness or paying attention to your spouse, things like that, right? Don't they pay off? They begin to pay. You know what? I like the result of being disciplined, right? I love the result of discipline. I have no problem being disciplined. For me, I don't even use the word discipline. I like using the word self-regulate. Right? And when you look at it that way, it's like, come on, man, you can't self-regulate. Like, you can't regulate self. You can't be disciplined. Like, that's what discipline means. Can you control yourself? Really, right? So, when you look at it that way, you go, well, you know what? I can control myself. Like, right? So, hiya. What's up, Allison? What's up? Nice glasses. Hey, you're putting mine to shame here. I got to get some new ones here, chat. She's outshining me now. I got to get some big ones like that. Those are cool. I like those. All right, let's see. The giveaway, yeah. This my Instagram up here. Yeah, there you go. So any of you guys that have been disciplined in your athletic career, right? We have a lot of athletes. We have a lot of top level athletes that tune into this live stream. A lot of D1 athletes, former professionals. Like, gang, you know what it takes to win, right? So you know the level of commitment, you know the level of discipline, you know the level of vision, right, that you need to get to those levels. It's no different here. It's no different, right? You're going to have to take that same level of ambition, same level of commitment, and just apply it right here. Yeah. Remember, success principles remain the same regardless of what it is you're doing, whether it's athletics, whether it's business, whether it's trying to climb the corporate ladder, right? Whether it's trying to build a team, whatever it is, you know, the principles all apply the same way. So, you know, if you've done anything great in your life, which I know a lot of you have, just apply that same focus here and you'll win. You know, you'll win. You know it takes time, right? Some of you guys have become good athletes or you've gotten in great shape. You know it takes time to do that. So no different here, man. It's going to take time. It's going to take time to get your bank in shape, your balance in shape, your P&L in shape, right? Your playbook together. But, I mean, it's either lock in or clock in, right? It's either do this or, you know, stick to what you got going on. Which I talk to some of you guys and you guys don't like what's going on. So yeah, I'm a little impatient this week too, Sam, man. Actually, 2 trades a little impatient. One of them I was able to escape without any harm, but was it last night? Yeah, last night. Yeah, last night when we gave that trade a second shot, like, you know, maybe we were a little impatient on the first one. Boom, boom. All right, we're rejecting 92 here, so... How many guys took buys in the break of that high? Anyone? Boom. Yeah, Wokey, let's do it. Let's do it next week. Definitely next week. I'm heading out today after the stream, taking a little trip, and then I'll be back on Monday. So really anytime next week I'm down. Hit me in Discord. Yeah, hit me in Discord. ES, yeah, so did we hit? Yeah, so ES, I mean, 4 hour, like I want to see the move down here, right? But the 4 hour has no lower wick. But, you know, I could totally see if this daily candle starts breaking its own low for it to move, to move down. But, man, it's just been non-stop here, right? Non-stop bullish candles. So it's going to be very tough to sell in that area too. So I don't even really know if I like ES today. Yeah, I said the same thing in Asian last night. I'm like, price action just ain't really even that good today. Yeah, it's not that good. Not that good at all. We'll see. Maybe after 10 a.m. today, right? We get a this candle to close, and maybe we get something that starts forming up a little bit better. But yeah, not too good. Don't really like ES tonight or today. Webinar still on tomorrow? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. TT webinar day. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse, you're missing out. I'll tell you that. You're missing out on some epic sessions. Epic. We got Rafi on the sticks tomorrow. Should be another great one. Last I think Rafi hit what? 2 weeks ago? Insane. Insane. John was saying the same thing in pre-NY. What was he saying? I forgot what we were talking about. When will Rafi be on the stream? He's on every now and then. I think he was traveling this week, so That's probably why we haven't seen him too much this week. Johnny Gems is in the house. Let's go. How are you?
Yo.
Hey, how are you? How's it going? Oh, he's back
How
in
you
New
been?
York. I forgot about that.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how are you?
Yes. I'm doing great. Blessed and highly favored. Yes, sir. In New York for a quick weekend. I'll be back in Florida Monday.
Okay, brother. Okay. Very nice.
Sir.
Let's get it.
Hey. How you feeling, brother? Feeling good?
Excellent, brother. Great.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Good is the enemy of great.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm locked in for a new New York session. Let's go. Another session. Be patient, discipline to the plan. What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Good morning.
I heard
It's gonna be an amazing session.
I heard there's a New York meetup and lunch is on Johnny Gems today, Sam, man.
Oh. Let me
Johnny
get myself here in
Jets.
the YouTube chat.
Johnny
Yeah,
Jets.
what's poppin'? Almost caught some pips in the sky last night.
Almost, man. Almost. If you would have been a little bit later, because we actually gave that one a second shot and it worked out.
I know, bro. Yeah, all good.
Yeah, it was clean. It
Good
was
job,
clean.
though. Good job on that.
Yeah. Good to see you in London last night.
Yes, sir. Same to you, bro. Yeah, I figured I got home at like midnight, so I'm like, all right, I might as well just stay up for London. You know, me and Maddie were chilling a little bit, you know, before it. So I stayed up for London, and then I just stayed up for New York too.
He's a dog. Damn.
I got a Red Bull. I got a Red Bull at like
Holy.
4:30 to power me through the
Wow.
morning. Yeah,
Damn. My man never gets a Red Bull or anything.
I know, bro.
Did it kick in? Did it
I had
work?
It did work, bro.
All right. There you go.
Probably, yeah. I'll get some sleep a little bit later.
My guy's going to crash after this stream.
When I say later, I mean after this stream.
We'll see if you even make it through.
Yeah.
I could see him. I can hear him. Chat, you can hear him? Can you hear the tiredness in him?
Nah, I ain't no tired.
No, but that's a good thing, right? You exhaust yourself, right? Like you're so locked in, and people are gonna be like, no, that's unhealthy. Don't do that to yourself, bubble. You know what I mean? Nah. You gotta sometimes push yourself to the limits. You can't listen to mediocre people and what they say is healthy and unhealthy. It's like, lady, you're 300 pounds. Don't tell me about what's healthy and not. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you can't listen to the average people, man. They'll tell you. Remember, Mr. V would often say, people who are what people call discipline, or successful people call discipline, average people call like just fanatical, right? Like you people are crazy type stuff. So you want to look crazy, man. You want to look crazy.
Absolutely, bro.
Full port.
Like you said, be obsessed or be average.
Boba,
be obsessed,
baby.
Trap. You don't want to
Boba.
be you're either obsessed or you're average, so you might as well become obsessed with it.
Yeah. You got to be obsessed with it. Otherwise, it very rarely will. You'll very rarely champion anything without being obsessed.
Yeah.
I know we have
Especially when
champions.
you want to be
here.
the best.
Yeah.
Right. You want to be the best. Only the ones who are obsessed with being the best will be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
price action here. Those buys, man. Really wanted those buys in pre-NY. Literally planned it out, drew it out beforehand.
Yeah, I was gonna have a
And,
buy stop there too.
Yeah.
It was like right here, right? Somewhere.
No.
Where was that?
30-minute looks really good.
Oh yeah, right here, right? Yeah, I actually had a buy stop, or I was gonna set a buy stop, but we got the no wick, so I just figured we'll wait.
Yeah. That's what kept me out too.
Yeah.
But yeah. Very nice read on it.
Yeah, our read has just been on the money all year pretty much. We've just had such a good read, so dialed in.
Yeah.
It's very hard to not be dialed in, right? I mean, I trade every single session, right? So when you look at that, like we're taking trades in London and New York, Asian, like not much can happen at this point without me knowing about it, right? And you throw 5 years of experience on top of all that consistency, it's only going to make for great results. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we've been all over it. We've been all over it this year.
And every day too, we show up like we have a reason to be locked in. Like we have a purpose. You know, there's something to be locked in, and our purpose is to just follow the plan every day. So what are we locked in on every day? Just following that plan, right? So yeah,
Simple
it
game.
helps. It helps when you know what you're when you know what you're being locked in on. You know, when you know what your purpose is for the day, it helps. You know, a lot. It helps a lot in your decision making and in your thought process for sure.
Yes, sir. What successful people call discipline, average people call fanatical.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
wow.
Hello,
That was,
chat. Natural Human King. What's happening? How was what?
So you took the loss in Asian and then got it back on the win. And then how was London?
London
you,
was good. London, the buys played out here at
no, I see.
3. It was obviously, one that we were like kind of like sample sizing. Where was it? Where'd it go?
It might have been the 15.
3, yeah,
Right.
15 minute.
Did you take it or no?
No, I didn't take it. It was this
Yeah, I
one right
didn't
here,
take it
315. Yeah, it was just,
No
for me, it
more
was
wicks.
just too many wicks here, too many wicks in the way, but it worked out.
Yep.
Magnus had a good read. He was on the
Yeah.
desk before me too, so he had a better analysis and whatnot too. So it looked like he had the fake out there
Facts.
too, which was nice.
Yeah. I had the range a little bit higher up, like kind of a little bit above those wicks at that support. So yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it made sense. I like how he just went in at a low size. You
Yeah,
know, and
that's what
just-
we're training
the big thing,
ourselves to
though-
do now.
Right. The big thing too is that London Open, like it was London Open,
Yep.
so you got that volume on your side. Like I don't know, the pre-NY
Exactly.
volume isn't like the same as London Open volume, so like that's why it was
No,
probably
it's true.
smart to take that at London Open.
Especially
versus pre-NY.
pre-news like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good trade in London for sure.
Yeah. So let's see here, because the 4-hour kind of tapped into support, right? We kind of popped back up, but we're coming back down now, right? So it looks like price is trying to remain bullish. Bearish. Most likely, a lot of buyers are activated at 91 here on the break of the highs there. So you got this is the 15-minute candle here, right? That's coming in now. So you got 930 about to pop. So let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. That should give us a direction, and then 930 we can look to, execute some trades here. Boom, boom,
Do it.
boom. Ice pips. So you're probably emailing the wrong support. So I'm not sure if you got the email, but they switched their support and the website. So make sure you check your email. It's probably just on the other platform now. Yeah. So everything just got transferred over. So let me know if you need any help with that. But just check your email, because they sent all new stuff for new website, new support, all that. Yeah. Just happened too. Didn't trade London? Yeah. I was in London just hanging out, talking and stuff, but I didn't take that trade. Yeah, 930 could be a good one here today.
Come on, 930.
The
You
no
good today?
wicks. Yeah, the no wick. So the no wick thing is, most candles have top and bottom wicks, right? So, an ideal candle looks something like this, right? Like where they make these wicks. So every now and then you're going to have a candle that barely makes a wick. So while you're waiting for it to go lower, it's just going to run on you, right? So there's times where we say, hey, you know what? We know exactly what's going to happen. Like we'll pre-plan the trade for when we won't take buys up here, you're right? We'll just wait and we'll say, hey, when we get a support that forms, we will take a buy, right? So let's say the support forms, it gives us a nice clean candle, right? And then this next candle, while we're waiting for this lower wick, it doesn't give it, right? It just kind of gives a small wick and then starts moving up. So what we're talking about is executing now at a low size keeping the stop somewhere below the swing low, or wherever the support is, and then just collecting the data here, because normally we would let these go without us, right? So we wouldn't even participate. But the sad part about that is, price ends up running and we don't get paid on our knowledge, right? That we on our analysis or our bias. So look, as a beginner trader, I let that go for 2 years, right? But now I've got so much experience to it just leaving on me from time to time that I want to see if my experience can kind of shift the probability in a way, right? So to kind of know when and when not to do this. So it's only going to be times where like we've drawn it out, we know exactly like what the move we're looking for is, why it's going to happen and whatnot. And then, like I said earlier, like let's say we got 4 good clean checks, and then the one thing that's off is that lower wick. We'll probably just execute anyway at a low size, keep the stops below, and then as we go through like anywhere from like 50 to 100 trades, what we'll do from that is we'll get data, right? And that data will give us, a win rate and, a probability rate. And then we'll see, if it's anywhere over 70% win rate, then I will most likely add it right into the playbook, right? If it's not, then I'll chuck it, toss it out, and, forget we even did it. So it's an experiment, and we've done experiments with the fade. We've done experiments with the range 1, range 2 breakouts. We've done experiments with the inverted celeries, right? This is what we do. We experiment, right? So that's kind of like what we're doing with that idea there. Yeah, I think we can get a good win rate, but it doesn't matter what I think, right? So we got to go through the numbers, collect the data, and then see where we're at. Yeah, we have to change, we got to change the Nightbot link too. I think we forgot to do that. Yeah, for Torah. Yeah, I think I forgot to update it. Let me get John back. Yeah, thank you, actually. You reminded me to do that. Yeah, we gotta update the Torah link.
Yeah, man. That's the only way we're gonna be able to know about those lower wicks, collecting data on it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you think previous candle stops like a must, right? Like for those?
Yeah, because if we're gonna go low in the size anyway, it really doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. And if like the previous candle stops like very steep, like what do you think? Just hold off?
No, use current candle if you really want to jump in and get a feel and get the sample size in.
Yeah. Because then with the current candle is like it's gonna be a very small loss,
Exactly.
Like,
yep.
And if it's gonna break that low, then there's your steeper lower wick. Excuse me, and then you can go with a higher size after.
True.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey, give me one sec, right? I'll be right back. What do we got? 6 minutes? 6 minutes for the 30 here. Yeah, give me a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, so 6 minutes. Is that the new saying now? No more 8 minutes. 6 minutes now. What's up, chat? What up, everyone? How y'all feeling? Happy New York session again. It's Friday. What a week. It's been a great week. Gonna miss y'all during the weekend. Yeah, man. I'm already looking forward to Monday. You know you love what you do, chat, when you look forward to Mondays. That should be the goal, Always looking forward to getting back to your niche. Yeah, Jim Rohn once said, whatever you love to do, just devote your life to doing it. Yeah, I feel like we should all be doing something. We should all devote our lives to doing something we love, right? What's up, chat? What up, YouTube? How y'all feeling? Clubhouse? Great to see y'all, of course, again. Makes me wish we had a Sunday night agent session, right? In spirits, there's a Sunday night agent session. Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Did I trade pre-New York today? I did trade pre-New York today. Yup, pre-NY was an amazing session. Amazing session in the clubhouse today. and another day, you know, of learning, really, which is great. Loving the journey. Amen. Let's go. What up, OnlyBands? What's going on? Yeah, let's finish. Yeah, Rich Life Game. Let's finish this week here with discipline, right? We started with discipline. Let's finish with discipline, because that's what matters most, right? Trading a technical edge has nothing to do with being right or wrong, right? It's an odds game. It's a game of probability. So, yeah, technical edges. We don't have to focus on being right or wrong when we're trading those technical edges. We just need to focus on being disciplined. So we start with discipline in the week. We finish with discipline in the week. What's up, man? Only bands. What up, bro? Yeah, C risk. Yeah, C risk on those new setups where, you know, like Nick said, like we don't have much of a lower wick, but we have the playbook set up, the clean range, and we're following the bias, right? C risk is definitely going to be the option there until we collect some more data on it. You know, 50 to 100 trades. We'll see what the feedback is there, and then, you know, maybe we go C risk to B risk, or maybe we don't take those anymore, you know? So yeah, the sample size is going to be the key here in getting information on these setups. Yeah, Norbin, right? Like wanting Monday to come, but also not wanting, you know, the weekend, not wanting your time now to go by. Yeah, it's good. You know, it's something to look forward to, right? We can enjoy what we're doing now, but it's something to look forward to, right? And that's the cool thing about loving what you do, right? You always have something to look forward to. Yeah, I think there's three major things, in my opinion, that could lead to, you know, to a life of happiness, and that's doing something you love, spending your life with someone you love, and looking forward to something, right? I think those three things, if you're always doing those three things, I feel like that's a great ingredient list for happiness.
All right, here we go.
What time do I get on for pre-New York? I trade pre-New York from 6 a.m. till about 7:30, 8 a.m. Because that's the pre, right? NY opens at 8 a.m. Pre-NY is from 6 till 8 a.m. But I'm usually on the stream till about like 7 or 7:30. It all depends, right? It all depends on the market structure in front of us. If I know there's not going to be any trades, you know, I call it at 7. If I know there could be some trades, I'll stay for 7:15, 7:30. Like today we were on till 7:30, you know?
Just depends, right?
Depends. All depends on markets. Everything we do depends on the markets, right?
All right, 9:30 coming in hot. What are we going to do here? What are we going to do? We got more news coming in at 10.
Freeland. Yeah, Nick, you got a good weekend ahead of you as well.
Every weekend, brother.
Lit.
Great weekend.
This weekend specifically, though.
Got a great weekend.
Lit. Yeah, great weekend ahead of you.
When are you coming back to Florida?
I'll be back Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
All right.
Sir. Probably like during the afternoon.
Let's go. Nice exit strat. Clubhouse been a huge help in the journey. 2 payouts loaded from top 1 futures. Let's get it. Very nice.
W.
That's a W.
Exit strat.
What's my favorite car? Sport car? Like drag racing and stuff like that? Man. Probably like a 92 Civic hatchback. Like K-Series motor. Something like that. Yeah. Supercharger, you know, all that. A nice light Honda to go fast. Believe it or not, them joints are like 25,000 now. 25,000. I remember I had a K-Series hatch with, I don't know, I probably sold it for like 7,500 because I wanted a motorcycle so bad. But now, if I would have held that car, probably could have got like 25, 30 grand. It's crazy how much like they went up.
Right.
All right. So, I mean, we got 930 here, but we didn't get much of a closure. We do have a wick to fill. It's going to be tough. Going to be tough. Very choppy here.
We got supports right in the way.
Yes. Unfortunately, you guys know I love to take 930 here, but it's going to be tough. So, probably got to wait until like 915. Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at ES here. So
Sales have been very choppy.
Yeah, so ES could move down here. We're still stuck in that range though. 4 hour got no lower wick, but look at this starting to come back down now. So yeah, we'll see how we do. Probably nothing here for me at 930, maybe 945 on everything. Yep. Gonna have to let the volume go. Unfortunately. Let's see what gold does. I think gold could potentially fill that wick, but I wouldn't bet on it.
It's not familiar.
It's just too much right at support, so
Of course, it's something that can play out, but like, is it something we're familiar with that has helped us be consistent, right?
Yep. Motorcycles, Gixxer 750, BMW S1000 RR. That was pretty much it. Never had like a Ducati or anything like that. I always wanted one, but never got one. Nissan Skyline. Yeah, I actually met a friend. I actually got a friend out here now with a beautiful, beautiful Skyline. Yeah, and that was the cool part about getting like the car that I got now is I can meet so many more people. So like I just met this guy randomly at the gas station. It wasn't even like a car event or anything. So yeah, you get to meet some interesting people with some really nice cars too. The Evos, yeah, I remember the Evos back then. Yeah. All right, yeah, we may get this wick fill. It wouldn't surprise me, but again, you know, there's no trade here for the playbook.
Yeah. These are the trades you rather be out wishing you were in than in wishing you were out, right?
Yep, exactly.
Like, I'd rather be out wishing I was in than in this wishing I was out, right? So I'd much rather stay out and let this thing go without me versus get in and end up taking a loss on something I'm not even familiar with.
In the US, yeah, you do need a motorcycle license. I mean, you don't need it, right? But, you know, you should technically have it.
Not gonna lie, bro. Felt good to get out of that Florida heat for a little bit. I went out this morning, man, in the 60s. Beautiful.
Damn.
Cool weather.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's 84 here already.
Might
84.
as well take the shirt off, bro. Yeah, Nick, you know what I gotta get? You know what I'm gonna get this after the stream, right?
I do not, brother. I do not. What are you gonna get?
New York style bacon, egg, and cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This, by the way, this would be something I might be open to executing on, right? Because again, the 945 candle, right? If this guy closes up weak inverted celery, I could see us. I mean, look at every time we came in here, big candle, right? Big candle. So if we can close up either bullish or any sort of rejection outside of 82, then I think that I will have a buy stop on that next candle to push up and fill that wick there at 930. You know, we may, like I said earlier, like we may end up trading within this range here today. You know, the news never broke us out. The 4 hour, you know, trying to do whatever, right? I think we could pull back too on that. So yeah, we'll see what happens at 45. If we just keep melting, then you know that is what it is. We'll maybe look for better sells after that, but yeah, that can certainly go down here.
I agree, bro. Kind of the same move from pre-NY in London, right? we kind of have to trade in the range because we've just been staying in this range, and we can trade in the range because it is big enough. So like, yeah, just like pre and Y in London, I like that idea. Same move.
Yeah, we'll see.
We haven't left the range since London, so I mean,
We
got
haven't.
no other range to participate in.
And man, if we break out, like, because we got the 10 a.m. news coming in too, so like this is going to be a massive breakout, right? If we do break out today, but you know, we also may stay within that 80 pip range there. Yeah, 10 a.m. Yep, red folder coming in. By the way, we have plenty of room, so for us to try and catch some pips all in this squishy, you know, I mean, look at what's to the left. Right? So there's plenty of room to drive here today. It's just, remember we talked about it in the morning, right? It's just, will you be disciplined enough to like kind of wait for the range?
Yeah.
Yes,
It'd be
bleeding.
great to get that.
Let me take a look. Delhi Central? Damn. This guy said Delhi Central. Andrew, what the helly?
What up, Andrew? Yo, Andrew, you thought Delhi Central was better than Mountain View?
That's tough. That's tough. I don't think so.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
think about it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
I think I might get it from somewhere else though. Like not Mountain View either.
Delhi Central's alright. I was never a big
Yeah,
fan.
I wasn't really. Yeah, Mountain View is always really good, Andrew. You should try them out.
Delhi Central I thought was overrated, but you know.
Yeah, their egg and cheeses definitely tasted different to me than Mountain Views for sure.
Hold on, we got multiple people in the chat that know what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I know. What the hell?
That's tough. Mountain View bagels. Yeah, Mountain View bagels are insane. So if you get one of those, a bagel with bacon, egg, and cheese, it's over. It's over. That would embarrass Delhi Central on another level. Tell Delhi Central respect the
Richard
schmear.
knows. Richard knows, bro.
Oh look,
Get on the roll. Roll or
YouTube
bagel,
too.
bro.
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube as well.
Mountain
Roll or
View
bagel?
100 times better. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
If you go to Mountain View, you got to get it on a bagel.
No, I feel like bagels is a little bit more heavier, no?
Yeah.
A little bit. Chat, what do you guys think? Roll or bagel?
Depends.
I'm on bacon, egg,
If
and
you're from like New York or Jersey, it literally depends on the deli.
Yeah.
If you go to Florida, just whatever. Just don't even have any expectations.
Yeah.
Just pretend you're eating like a
Just don't even go.
bread sandwich or something.
Yeah, bro. Just go to Kiki's if you're in Florida. Don't try to get a bacon, egg, and cheese somewhere.
I don't
get
care if it
pancakes at
says New York Deli. I don't care. I'm not buying it.
We already tried that. It is not the same.
They played me, man. They played me.
Both? Ah, man, I ain't trying to
Oh
be like
yeah,
that.
yo, Wally's. Nah, you got yeah. Wally's is gas. Man, do they have a Wally's up here? Hold up.
No way.
Hold on.
Nah, Florida.
They got them in Fort Myers. I know that.
Damn,
Wally's.
Sandman French toast bagel. Snap, bro. I gotta chill.
Nah, that's
I
crazy.
like
That's-
I like the sesame bagel. Sesame seed. Or what's the other one too, Nick? What's the
I
other
don't
one?
know. I'm just trying to see if we have a Wally's over here because those bagels
Sesame.
are fire.
Oh, poppy and sesame are like my favorite.
Wally, dude, I haven't had that in a while.
I never even heard of that.
Nowhere near me.
Give me 1 sec.
Wasn't Wally's isn't that like a hockey player, a football player, baseball? I think baseball, right? Some athlete started Wally's, I think. Yeah, they got one in Fort Myers, man. Insane. The New York styles, yo, especially for the New York pizza here in Florida. Respect the schmear. My goodness. Yeah, exactly, Norman. But I don't know how, and no one's really been able to do it successfully. So I don't know what's going on. Steak, egg, and cheese on a biscuit. Sheesh. Getting me hungry now. All right, Goldie. 4 minutes here on the 9:30 candle. These are some notes I took from Mark Douglas. Lovely, bro. Lovely. Yeah, I would recommend everyone checks that out. Dream Struggle Victory. Did he say that? Oh my God. I mean, I never heard him say that. I must have missed it. Be systematic. Don't. Ooh. Okay. No, I think this might be a TTE. Yeah. Don't speak what you do. Yeah. This might be ours. Okay. Here's the Mark Douglas one. Yeah. I see it now. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. Way to put in the work. Note takers are money makers. My levels, they're mainly based off the 1 hour here. Yeah, so we really don't have the cleanest levels on a 30-minute time frame, right? Because you just got chop everywhere here. So, I mean, ideally, if the 4 hour can close below, that gives us a bearish afternoon, right? And a bearish kind of bias moving forward. So that candle's going to close in 17 minutes, right? So if this candle can close below, right? And then you get the news to come out. And that news gives us a top wick, right? But ultimately is in favor for gold to go down or something. And these are going to work perfectly, right? Towards like the later part of our session here. So let's see if that can happen too. Otherwise, you're really just kind of getting in very prematurely. There's nothing, like valid at all here.
That's like more of a guess, not an educated guess.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Nah, there's literally no edge, no clean range, no playbook setup, so no entry.
Yeah. Oh, it's mostly all my quotes. Oh. Yo, Mark, though, that interview, is saucy.
Bro, I watched that yesterday. I watched it today, man. So many gems.
Really good.
Yeah, so good. That's a must listen to for all traders, in my opinion. Yeah, man, I mean, like, the news kind of in the way here. I was going to say, like, a closure below and then a closure back above for the fake out would have been lit. Would have been very nice here.
Yeah, we could even anticipate the 4 hour top wick popping off if we need to and take buys from down there.
And even if the 4 hour closed above support, didn't even close below it, we closed right at support, like that would have been nice too, the fake out on the lower time frame. But we'll see what news here in the way. Yeah,
actually, that'd be good. That'd make a lot of sense. 4 hour closing right at support, and then we buy up on the fake out on the lower time frame.
Yup. Yes. Yes, yeah. Bro, what up, C Melly?
I think this move here, like, maybe semi-interested, but that top wick was, like, non-existent there.
Bro, I was thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I was liking that, but no top wick.
And sometimes it just happens too quick, like, where you can't even sample size the idea. Because just, like, makes that top wick, breaks the low.
On those ideas, like, you still like to see somewhat of a top wick, right?
Yeah, still something. Like, I personally, I tried this like early on in my trading career, which was if that candle closes, just enter on the open of the next one. And I don't like trading that way, because if you just push up right away, you literally have no standing chance, right? If your stops are going to be above here, you're out right there, man. So at least if you get that low, right? Then you set your order there, so that way you let this, if that is going to happen, it happens without you being in it, right? And if it does break the low, that's when I feel like it's going to be a much better shot to get in.
Agreed. Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mark Douglas, really good. All right, let's see how we do here. Yeah, so could possibly be open too for impulse trades as well, but we got to make a top wick there and then like break the lows and come back up and make the top wick. So we don't have that now, so there's no plan for that, but you know, I could totally see us potentially moving back up after breaking those lows. Maybe if we can come back up, we flip bullish, we leave a wick like I was just talking about, come back down, maybe on the re-break of that high. We could look to anticipate the move coming back up, because the 4-hour candle, right, if it's not going to close below, it's going to close above there. So something like that could happen too. Yeah, no, I agree, Chief. It's very important, because like, here's the deal too, like if you have that, so like let's say you have that top wick, so you have this little low, and now you have the top wick, like at least if you break the low and get entered in, and this candle breaks its own high, like you can make a decision there, right? You can close full, you can close half, you can manage it. But if that's never there and price just running up, all you have is your actual stop loss to get hit. So yeah, I remember the day me and John like kind of said we were gonna not take the flip anymore, that we weren't gonna take the open of the candle anymore, we were gonna wait and stuff. So I think it's paid off well for us.
Yes. Same, Chief. And he was talking about like the topic as well.
Yeah.
I definitely think that's helped me out for sure, more waiting for top wicks and stuff. But I'm open to learning as well.
All right, let's see if we reject out of there. I wish we had it. If we had a high on the candle, I'd have a buy stop. Like if we had a high right there on that candle, then I would have a buy stop right on the break of that high. And basically I would anticipate the fake out, right? So if you have a support sitting there, you anticipate that fake out by this candle breaking its own high and then coming back up.
Yep. Looking good for what we talked about.
The top wick, it really doesn't have to be, there's no like right or wrong amount of like pips or anything. It's very hard. That's like one of the toughest questions to answer, because there really is no like pip thing that goes to it. It's just like, you know, ideally, it's like, you know, you want to see something pretty much. Like the best way to do is if you have a breakout here and then the lower wick can come down and like tap into that previous zone, that's going to be the best lower wick, right, in my opinion, and then move up. But sometimes it's going to go further, right? Sometimes it's going to come down here, right? Because as long as it respects the low here, it can go all the way down, respect it, and then just shoot back up. But then there's going to be other times where it just, you know, comes right here and it's gone, right? It doesn't give you much of a top wick. So ideally for me, if it can come back to where we broke out from, that works the best.
I agree. That's what I've been doing. That works for me.
Yeah.
And it's like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, it doesn't have to tap it like perfectly, but like coming in that area, right? Because zones in trading aren't like specific numbers, right? They're areas. They're like specific areas of price, right? So it's like, it doesn't have to come in there like on the dot, but like in that area, it's a good, you know, good way to look for that lower wick to come into that overall area.
Yep.
Especially when you're using current candle as stop loss as well.
True. ES coming downtown. We got no top wick here either. So, by the way, also, like, so let's say a candle doesn't have a top wick. A lot of times the candle will actually reverse and make the top wick, or later on what will happen is you'll get like the next candle, let's say, close above, and then that candle will push up, give that candle a top wick, and then come all the way back down, doing something like this. And yeah, look at this bleeder. We got a melter.
9:30.
See, so that's why you
See
gotta
the
wait
volume.
for that top wick too, because see now it's heading back down south. So you always want to wait. So I'm gonna wait for that closure here. If we can close back above, then it looks like it's setting up pretty good.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back to it.
But yes, looking good, looking like exactly what we talked about. Very nice. If you look left too, right? Look at how many times like above 83 we've had very clean moves up. So yeah, we got that working for us here as well. Right? History will repeat itself in the markets. It's one of the truths of trading. So yeah, you know, that left hand side is the history that we can kind of use as a cheat code to look and see what can repeat itself here currently. So yeah, I do like that. Looks good. Yeah, Chief, I feel that. Yeah, because most candles have top and bottom wicks, right? A very high percentage of them. Definitely makes it more natural. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and it's so true with the lower wick thing. It's not a pip thing, it's more of a structure thing. And that's most things in trading, right? Most concepts in trading are based on like structure. Yeah, we got a 4-hour candle closure coming up too. 10 minutes. I think this is a pretty big 4-hour candle closure, right? If we can close below 82, like sells may be looking really good because the daily would be coming back down as well here. If we close right at support though, I mean, I think we can get a nice maybe rejection off it. But we'll see. We'll see how we close. Big 4-hour closure. Yeah, those sells, man, those sells at 87 off that resistance would have been lovely. I was looking at those, but no top wick again. What do I think about the daily candle? I mean, the daily candle's looking good, man. You know, to potentially come back down here, maybe finish the day closing bearish. I mean, you got that closure below support at 92. You got clean range to the left. I mean, I can anticipate the daily coming down. Of course, anything can happen at the end of the day, but I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Especially if you get a 4-hour candle closing below support here at like 83 or 81 or yeah, 81, 82. Those supports there looking looks good, right? They're both kind of correlating in the same direction, which is great. It makes a strong bias. What helped you to stay patient and don't get FOMO? Knowing exactly what the plan is, right? Knowing exactly what setup we're looking for. That's why it's so important to plan the trade and trade the plan, right? Every day we do a top-down analysis and we set up a plan that helps us take a playbook setup with clean range to the left, following the bias, following our technical analysis bias that we, you know, found through the higher time frames. So yeah, planning out everything beforehand allows me to not get FOMO because I can't miss something that isn't mine, right? I can't miss a trade that I didn't plan out. So it's impossible to get FOMO if you plan out a trade and you focus on that plan, right? And everything else is just noise after that plan. So yeah, there's no more FOMO now because now you know exactly what you're looking for. So now you can't miss out on that if it presents itself because you planned it out. If it presents itself, you're in it. And everything else is just noise, right? And patient as well. You know, that helps us be patient when I know exactly what we're looking for, right? The closure back above, right? Now I know I could be patient for that closure back above. I don't need to get FOMO about anything else, about candles moving down because I'm looking for the closure above, right? Yeah.
News in five. So let's see. You know, there's a couple resistance or supports here. So let's see how they play off of this zone here. 4-hour closure coming too. So can we catch a move back up before the final move down today? Maybe.
Breaking news, man.
Breaking news. What do we do while we're waiting? We just talk to you guys.
Literally.
We just answer questions. We talk to you guys. We hang out. We chill. You know?
Yeah. It's the good thing about having a community.
Yep.
You got
The-
people to hang with.
Yeah, the cool part about having the community too is like sometimes you may be anxious to get into trades and then you're like, you know what, like why am I so anxious to get into a trade here? No one else really sees like a great opportunity here. Like why am I trying to do too much today, right? So that helped me a lot. I remember I'd be all anxious trying to get into these trades. Raj is just sitting there just talking crap and I'm like, this guy, why he don't see this? And then like I get in the trade and blow my account. And I'm like, damn. And he's just still sitting there, hanging out, sitting back on his chair, talking. And all of a sudden, here comes this beautiful setup. He takes it, makes money, gets off the stream. And I'm just sitting there like, why am I trying to do too much now, right? So the community also helps you kind of stay composed and just chill out and wait for the best setup. I mean, we're waiting for a clean buy above. You know, nothing's changed. Even though that has moved down, nothing really has changed, right? We're still kind of waiting for that closure above and maybe take advantage of some longs here on the new 4-hour candle.
Yes, sir.
News.
And again, when you know exactly what you're looking for in terms of a setup, you know the exact setup you want. Now you have a purpose. You have a reason to be patient and disciplined. Right now, it's for this setup that you have a part of your plan. So now being patient and being disciplined is actually a little bit more, easier in a way. Because now you know what you're being patient and disciplined for.
Much easier.
Yeah, facts, Richard. Facts, J. Coop. Bro, trading solo can get really lonely, can get really boring. Nothing like trading with a community. I've done both, and I pick trading with a community every single time. How do you get rid of those habits you just talked about? You got to replace bad habits with good habits. So like a bad habit of not showing up with a plan and just taking, guesses and just gambling, right? You replace that bad habit of not having a plan with a good habit. Like, all right, now I have a plan. So now every day you set up a plan for yourself, right? And boom, by doing that consistently over time, you're going to build a good habit. And habits overcome by habits, so you replace those bad habits with good habits.
Habits. Yeah, I can explain the fake out. So the idea is like the 4-hour candle here. So if we kind of close right there, most likely we're going to reject out of this level of support here, just like we did 1, 2, 3, and possibly a 4th time here, right? You also see a lot of rejection over here in that area. So the idea is maybe the 4-hour will remain bearish, but for a little bit of time, it'll most likely pop back up to make a top wick, right? And that's the long position that you're looking for. So that's like the buy position right there. And you get out of that position at some point where market structure tells you to on the lower time frame up here. And then that way, if and when the 4-hour candle wants to continue melting, you're not continue holding that bag. So it's basically like a counter trend trade in a way, kind of anticipating this 4-hour to close as support and start to pop up right on the next candle, and us just taking advantage of that 15 or 30-minute candle and then getting out. So we'll see if we get it though. This candle's flip-flopping all over the place here.
We're definitely getting some signs leading to it potentially happen here soon.
Yep. So 4-hour closure in 40 seconds. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a big closure if we're going to close above or below 4-hour.
Massive. Close at.
Yeah, close out support. I'm rooting for that too.
LeGrand, you're liars. Close at.
What's up, LeGrand?
Yeah, we would let the red folder open up here and then kind of, you know, anticipate where we go from there. All right, we closed right in the middle. So we did close right at support on the 4 hour, but we didn't get the fake out that we want to see yet on the 15. So that's fine, right? That's fine. I would love to see a second attempt to come down in this range, retest 79, and then come up from there. That'll be even better. So if this 4 hour can start leaving without much of a, well, there it goes, but not much of a top wick, then maybe we can get it. If not, then I think we have to wait for the closure above, something like this, right? And take the buys at that point. If it doesn't close above and it closes bullish, then that may mean that the 4 hour candle has a top wick, and then if we close back below here, that's where we should see a nice move on the 4 hour in that clean range. But again, we closed right at support there, so we can go either way right now.
Agreed, bro. W plan.
We got red numbers on the dollar too, so you know that also could lead to gold moving up here as well. So red numbers, a little bit less there. So yeah, very, very high chance we can move up after creating support.
All right, time to be patient, discipline for the closure above. Simple.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that too. Very clean, very clean. Every time we get above 83, right, you see very clean moves up.
Yep,
Every time we're above 83, very nice clean moves up.
Yeah. So just like you have that push up over here, nice clean move up, nice clean move up, nice clean move up. Same deal here, same deal off of it. So yeah, that's what we're anticipating here.
Exactly. Look left, get right, fam.
Now, what comes with waiting on this candle closure? Well, missing the move, right? Missing the straight shot up. But what also comes is, like, if this thing starts to break the low, we don't take those sells now, right? And then that will save you from potentially getting faked out here for candles to move back up and then keep moving bullish. So, yeah. So once we get a closure here, I think everything looks good. ES, let's take a look at ES here too, actually. Yeah, same deal with ES. If we can kind of close back above here, you've got no top wick on this candle. I could see us moving back up. So yeah, just hang tight on both pairs here. Let the news kind of get absorbed into the market, and then we potentially go in here. Yeah, yep. It's true. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. But everything in life is hard. You know, trading is hard. Working a 9-to-5 job is hard. You know, it's all hard. It's all gonna be tough.
Being in shape's hard. Being fat is hard. Being divorced is hard. Being married is hard. All of it.
Yeah. Being healthy is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. So.
Yeah. Life's hard. For real. Get hard.
But guess what? There's only two things we can control: our attitude and our actions. So if you have the right attitude and you're willing to take the right actions, you will separate yourself. That's what you that's what you call the 1 or 2% club. Is those that only control what they can control, and then they just leave everything else and, you know, into the hands of the matrix.
Yes, sir. Well said.
Learn the rules of the game and play them.
Literally. Just like any sport. Yeah, when you're waiting for your move, when you're waiting for your setup, any other moves outside of the move you're looking for is just noise, right? And it's just the markets doing whatever they want to do, right? It's either your move or no move, right? The markets are going to move, and if they don't give you your move, that's okay, right? It's just the market's moving, but you're here to catch your move. There was a good gem I read in the Forex Mindset, and he said that the markets are always right. The trader is sometimes right, sometimes wrong. Therefore, the trader has a greater responsibility of positioning himself with the markets, you know, like letting the markets kind of go before him and following the markets, letting the markets do what they do first, and then we do whatever the markets do after that, right? So we have the greater responsibility of having a plan, being patient and disciplined, right? The markets don't have that responsibility because they're gonna do whatever they want and they're always gonna be right, right? So, yeah, that they those two correlate together in a way.
Pretty much, pretty much. Escape the matrix. I don't even know if you can. Actually, yes, you can. You can actually. You can escape. You can learn to play the games really well, but then Jesus did teach us how to escape the matrix, but I don't think y'all are ready for that talk, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to give it. So we'll save that one for another day.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
All right, here we go. Pumping up here. So if anyone took the impulse trade, risky, but, you know, breaking the highs here, we should move up. We still got the news kind of getting absorbed here. Again, we did get red numbers here. So I think that if we can get kind of stay put on this candle, the next candle gives us a run.
Yes, sir. Zero phone me here because I know exactly what I'm looking for.
Yep. So let's see how this candle closes. If it holds up for us, then yeah, we may have a good clean move on our hands.
Yeah.
Boom. Giveaway day, yes. Yeah, if you guys want to participate in a 50K eval giveaway, we got like 10 of them. So all you got to do is like and comment on this Instagram photo, and we'll pick some winners. We'll pick some winners.
Giveaway day, let's go.
Man said, this is my hometown? Nah. 9 a.m. at Crumble? Holy. Whoa.
Oh, it's actually sad.
Let's see. Let's try and find a fit person in this line. You guys want to find something? Let's see if we can find one fit person in here.
Let's see.
I don't see. The herd is. My goodness, America, do better. Do better. My goodness, America.
That person's skinny fat.
My goodness. This poor girl. Her mom's influencer. Get out of the line. Get out of the line. You don't need to be there. Wow.
What you call a pre-fat person.
Wow, bro. Wow. And you're online at Crumble? You too, bud. You too, bud.
In the 80s.
My goodness. Gee golly gosh. That's crazy. Goldie running here on Friday. Wow.
Gold running without my setup. People on the line of Crumble at like 7 a.m. Get me pissed off here, chat.
John's been up for 26 hours.
Haven't slept yet. Running on Red Bull right now. On these wings. Yeah, Red Bull's starting to wear off here.
When that Red Bull wears off, man, it's no joke. Go get another one.
Yeah, I might have to, bro. I had it at 5 a.m. or so like I'm creeping on my last couple minutes here.
Says super dad, more like super sad.
Yeah.
This image just made,
yeah,
I like
think
that.
about it, but it's all good.
Do better, do better. That one guy, he like pays people not to go and Crumble. You ever seen him?
Yeah, bro. Lifesaver.
Yes, once a year you can maybe get Crumble, for sure, for sure. All right, what did we move here? About 30 pips. 4 hour. Yeah, officially has a top wick there too. So I made new levels, right? So these new levels were designed to see how price was going to react in this overall zone right here, right? I wanted to see, are we going to push through or are we going to reject, right? So the idea was if we can get this candle here to close bullish, right, then we would have taken a buy on the break of that high, expecting us to, you know, kind of fill the range up there. But in our observation, like I mentioned, waiting for this candle, you risk missing the move, right? So we talked about that. So all I'm really waiting for is to see how this like gonna react here. So I think if we get a closure above, we still might move bullish here today. And then
Maybe we'll
ES,
leave a nice wick to fill.
yeah, that's right. ES trying to wait on this support here as well. So same deal with ES. If you can get this candle to really like close back above the range here, leave a wick on the top, then I think we can come up towards like 89 and then probably up towards like 96. Yeah, look at the 4-hour closed in all that support here. So I'm definitely interested. Probably a little bit more interested in ES than I am in gold, really. Dun, 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 dun. Excess. I'm running low on excess and I got this trip. Blame Aaron. Just blame Aaron. Anything wrong with excess, you just blame Aaron for it. Look, Aaron.
Aaron, I blame you.
Look now I might not have excess for when I come back. No, actually I think it's gonna get delivered tomorrow. So we should be good.
So you bringing any for your trip or no?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Did you have one yet today? Of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's like a ritual.
1 in the morning, followed by 2 waters.
Double.
All right, let's take a look. We're watching ES here. I think ES might be a little bit better than gold. Now that gold kind of popped there. Let's take a look at NQ here as well. Oh, NQ already popped, my friend. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we can tell the future here on ES?
That means buy now.
Buy now. All right, we got 3 minutes. So let's see how we do on the closure.
Both of these setting up nice, actually.
The arrow strategy, yeah. We if you guys aren't following us on TikTok, follow our TikTok page. We're gonna start uploading a lot of like trading content just from these streams. This stream goes for so long, right? And there's just so many gems, so we're gonna try and clip things up and make it much easier for everyone to digest and go back and watch.
Yes, sir. Unless gold pulls back, leaves me like a wick fill, I prefer ES.
He said, I had a beer and a Snickers this morning. Breakfast of champions.
Savage breakfast.
All right, vlog. Believe it or not, we're still on the live stream here. Waiting for setups. Whole squad's here. Johnny Gems is here. Say what up to the vlog.
Yo, what up, vlog?
Yeah,
What up,
there
winners?
you go. All right. Can we get the
Say what up,
move
chat?
we're looking for? Can we get it? Can we get it?
And we're being patient.
All right, vlog's gone. Vlog's gone. The arrow. Yeah. Simsy. American stop at Baskin Robbins for ice cream. Is that possible? I think they do actually. That's pretty sad though.
Definitely.
My brother Joe actually got some sort of like cookie ice cream cake from Baskin Robbins. I don't know what kind of concoction this guy brought back, but it was insane.
Yeah, no. It's chopped, actually.
It was disgusting. I personally didn't really like it.
For
No.
anything. Yeah,
America
what the-
runs on Duncan.
America runs on Dunkin'. America runs on Culver's. America runs on Baskin Robbins.
McDowell's.
America definitely runs on McDonald's.
America
for sure.
doesn't run. America doesn't run.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
That's funny.
America actually walks to those things. Never mind.
No, Americans have a lot of great athletes, but you know the majority of us make it look bad.
You either got
Runners
some
run.
savage
Runners run.
Americans, like some savage classic Americans, or you just got like, I don't know, these lazy Americans. And these lazy obese Americans.
Okie dokie. Can we follow suit with NQ here, gang? So let's see what we could do. I'm gonna have a buy stop to get ready. We're gonna obviously need a lower wick here, right? And then yeah, potential break of the highs, and I'll be in there. So let's see if we can get this lower wick, and then yeah, potentially have the buy stop.
Gold low key looking good too. ES probably a little better.
Gold looking good too. Sheesh.
Go check it out.
Yeah, gold actually is looking pretty good too. Gold or ES. I'm a little late here. Let's see what ES gonna give us a bottom wick. Yeah, I think gold doesn't look bad here. Yeah, let's run it. Goldie,
Yeah,
buy stops.
Buy stop, yeah.
I like it. I like it. Can we fill the wick? Oh, we get slipped here. So stops are for me are gonna be like current candle stops, somewhere back below a little bit. We got decent range coming up to fill that wick, and that'll pretty much be the idea. Let's see. Let me see something. Yeah, I think those stops will probably be the best below the 5 minutes there, and yeah, see if we can kind of take flight. ES though. Damn, yeah, if we would have got a better, maybe a lower wick here, we could participate. But we need the lower wick before anything. Gold should fill that wick.
I'm looking at like 80, 89, somewhere around there. 88, 89 partials.
Let me just delete that. Yeah, I'm pretty much looking at that wick fill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably go break even at the wick fill if you get that.
Because the wick fill gives us almost the 600, you know.
Oh yeah.
I got slipped a little bit. Maybe a pip or two. America can't even. ES, I'll keep an eye on ES here on my other monitor as well. See if we can make a lower wick.
Maybe we can snag some profits quick and then.
Yeah, if we can fill that wick quickly, then we can certainly, you know, look towards ES.
This looks good. This is the fake out we wanted. 4 hours at support. 31 hour at support.
Can you? All right, can we fill the wick? All right, gang, that's it. I'm out. Good trade. Good trade. I'm out there. Do I have? No, I did not take that on my live account. So yeah, perfect. And then maybe ES here. Yeah, maybe we get gold to fill the wick, which we did, and then ES kind of flip back up. So I took the wick fill. I'm out there. Let's just mark it up. Full closure. Boom. Whatever. I closed full here, so let me just mark that up. Copy image. Boom, boom. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, we can have a look at ES once again if you guys want to. I think it's making a lower wick now, so. Good trade. That was quick. Quick trade. Good trade, though. Let's see if we can get gold to pop, though. I think we can keep popping here on gold.
On Goldie.
What a week. Yeah, for real, man. What a week. What a week. What was I going to say, too? Oh, yeah, the giveaway. Yeah, just we'll do the giveaway here in a few minutes. Just, yeah, give this picture there a like and a comment, and you can enter into the giveaway. Bum, 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 bum. There we go, Goldie. There we go. Very nice. Can we get gold to fill 89 here? Can we get gold to fill 89? I think we can get gold to fill 89. Let's go. Let's go. Why we closed early? Because on this account, and I'm not sure why I could only make about $600 per trade or per day. So that's why I closed it.
Just got out full on gold.
Beautiful. Perfect.
Very nice, bro.
Great trade.
Great trade. And on to the next.
On to the next. On to the next. So let's look at ES here.
Yo, Chad, that was the pre-NY trade I wanted. Damn. See, it comes again though. Don't stress it.
It does. It does. Yeah. So actually, the buy stops don't look too bad on ES, right? You got the fake out and all that. If we can come back up, this ain't too bad at all. Maybe since we already took a win, maybe we wait on a 15 celery here, and then maybe take it. Yeah. Doesn't look bad at all.
Honestly, it does look good, bro. So.
I don't think we. By the way, I don't think we closed gold early. You know, we shot for the wick fill there, and that's what we got, right? So maybe this is the highest we'll go, which is like 89. So yeah, we'll see if we reject there.
Yeah, wick fill was a very good.
Yeah.
I went break even there, and I closed at 88.6.
Nice. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So a couple like more pips up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's see.
Made some of my loss back from Asian, but who cares about that? Followed the plan.
Yeah, I'll probably keep that other account red on the day. I'll take 350 on these two though. That's 350. That's what, 700? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Very nice. Yeah, I got 250 on both funded accounts. I forgot to take it on the eval though.
Nice. I should have mentioned that I could. I mean, I think everyone knows that. Yeah. I mean, I shouldn't have to mention that, right? The fact that I mentioned take a buy here so everyone can make money, I think that's good enough.
Right. I'm glad we noticed gold. Like I said, I wanted to see that pullback, leave us a wick to fill. This was perfect, just like I wanted.
Yep. Yeah, so the only way I mess with ES is really just celery play. Other than that, we don't need it. Target tapped on the decimal once again. Holy.
Stop playing, bro. If the markets do the
TTE
same
does
thing
it
every day, then
again.
why shouldn't we? Holy smokes. Amazing read, Nick. Way to follow the plan.
Yep.
Today,
So
discipline rewards us.
yeah, man. So we wait all day for the right setup, and then it comes, and you can make $700 in a matter of 7 minutes. So that's the cool beauty about trading and about doing what we do.
Yep.
What the celery play would look
Waited
like?
for this.
Yeah, we patiently waited. So yeah, you would have to close back above 80. So if this candle here can close back above 64.80, then what it would look like, it would look something like this, right? So you'd have that bullish closure, steep wick to the downside, right? Lots of rejection there. And then you'd have that bearish candle that will close above the range here, right? And then on the break of the highs, that's where like you could potentially enter new buys as that high starts to break, right? Boom, right there. And then first target would be that wick, no wick there, and then next target would be somewhere up here. Yeah, a little wick, and you can put your stop below that. Yeah, so let's talk about this trade here. Let's break it down so it makes perfect sense to everybody, like we always do. So this trade was taken based off of everything here, right? You have the 4-hour chart. We closed. Let me just get rid of everything here. So we have the 4-hour chart where we had a candle, strong candle at that on the 4-hour. Whoops, let me get the arrow. It closed bearish, right? But technically it kind of closed right at support here. So what's the chances after all this rejection, right? So you got to really spot what the market's trying to tell you, right? Again, we talked about this earlier. Rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, more rejection, right? So clearly price on the 4-hour chart cannot get below that level. So therefore, if price is going to close right at support, like Legrand said, close at, then that means that most likely the next candle will not head south, it'll head north, right? So we're going to look for the buys at that point to anticipate the push off of this support here, right? So now we need some confirmation on the lower time frame in order to do that, right? So the 1 hour closes, doesn't really give us much confirmation at all. The 30-minute candle closes, but we see here, and this is where I drew, by the way, look at this range. So the fact that anyone made money trading gold today is just insane, right? But the fact is we drew a support here. We also had one right here, and we said, okay, cool. If candles can close back above there, then we can anticipate the 4 hour bouncing off support and starting to push up, right? Just like I kind of drew out. So 30-minute candle was still open. You broke the lows there, which is a very good sign. The 15-minute candle, we waited on this one, right? So this one went for a little bit of a ride, more than we would have liked to see it move, but we didn't get FOMO. We didn't quake, we didn't complain, we didn't jump in, we didn't make any immature decisions, right? We waited for that candle to close, and then as the candle closed, we came and looked for that lower wick, and as we made the lower wick, that was our opportunity to enter on the break of the highs, to continue that move up, to fill the wick mainly, and then come right into that support level. So if we look left, if we draw a little line there, where do we go? Right into the support, right into that resistance level. So shmoney, solid.
And it's a tough range, but like it's a big range.
Yep.
And look at what's happened. Look at the history within the range, right?
Yep.
When we go to resistance, we move down. When we go to support, we move up. So it was a simple just buy off support, right? In a big range where the history has moved up multiple times off supports.
Yep. So, it's really, and I think that's the missing piece for a lot of traders, is really getting the story straight. And not the story of the day or the story of what could happen, but more so what will happen right now, right? So we want to build a story upon what's going to happen on the next 15 or the next 30-minute candle. And in this case, we were going to move up, right? Now, what's going to happen overall? I have no idea. The daily candle's still bearish. The 4 hour candle's still bearish. We could easily break the lows here and continue moving down now. But we most likely wouldn't do that until we had a 4 hour top wick, which is exactly what we plan to take the buy on, the 4 hour top wick. There it is. Now, if it wants to come back down, break the lows, you might see a push out of that. So, but we're already out. We talked about us getting in and us getting out before this thing melts back down. So that was it.
It was an analysis based on probabilities, right? No certainties. It was analysis based on probabilities, which we had an educated guess, right? 4 hour at support, a reason to move up, lower time frame gives us the playbook setup with a clean range. I mean, beautiful.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yep.
Also, I really love how on the 15-minute, right, we said let's see the pullback, let's leave a wick to fill. The key here, too, with the entry on the current high was the high being formed, and then a lower wick after the high being formed, then buy stops right on the break of the high, right after that high was formed, and after we made the lower wick. Very nice.
Yeah, it was clean.
Yeah, I would say onion play here.
It's a bit, you got to put it together, right? It's you're watching professionals, you know what I mean? When you come here, we're not going to do anything outside of our plan, outside of like what we really can read, right? So you're in good hands here, gang. I'm not trying to talk highly of myself or John or any of us, but you're going to watch professionals work here. And this was very, very nice. We let the sells go. We let the buys go. We didn't jump. We waited exactly for what we wanted to see. And then we executed, and, it was enough to pay us and get the job done here today.
Right. And it's not like we're right or wrong here. We're just consistently disciplined to what works most of the time. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because we could do everything right and be wrong here, or you could do everything wrong and be right. So
exactly.
That doesn't matter. Being right or wrong, what matters most is being consistently disciplined to your plan.
What happened to...
Yo,
this might play out, boys. This might play out.
I'm just like,
honestly, I'll probably go over to my other account and take this if we do take it, because that one's already in the red today. So,
yeah. I'll take it on my eval, actually.
Yep. Yeah, so only if it closes above. I'm gonna be very disciplined here.
And chat, even with London, like even in London and pre-NY, we didn't have those lower wicks. Like it seems like we may have missed some profits, but it didn't. At the end of the day, it didn't. It helped us preserve capital, and then we caught profits here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So never grow weary with the past.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm good. I'm good on that. No need to ruin the vibes here.
So I'm calling it a week, bro. Honestly, after that.
Let's see. Yeah, it's been a good week. I'll end the day slightly green here. I mean, ultimately on my live account, I'm up $3,000, but like in terms of my funded stuff, lost about 680 in Asian, and then made about 350 plus 2 or times 2 is what 700. So yeah, probably break even on the day. But all in all, great month here. Great month so far. I will, by the way, Clubhouse, you'll have a weekly review coming in from me in about an hour. I'm going to do the weekly review, go over all the trades,
Same.
put them in the database. That way you guys can go through them and study them and, kind of prepare any questions that you have too for, maybe on Monday or something. Am I profitable on Fridays? I'm profitable today, just by a couple bucks. Well, I made $3,000 today, so ultimately I'm up, right? So I was profitable last Friday. I was profitable the Friday before that. I was no trade, red on that Friday. Wow, a bunch of no trade Fridays here in June. So yeah, I guess I'm not as active on Fridays naturally. Yeah, not on purpose or anything. Didn't even know that this was.
Green there, though.
Yeah.
Bro, when the setup shows up, we trade, bro. Whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that setup shows up, we're in that trade.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily like I don't say, hey, on Mondays and Fridays I don't do this, or I just come in every day with no expectations outside of just if a trade comes that I like, I take it, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, I guess Fridays tend to be a little choppy, so that's probably why I stay out the market just naturally.
W. Yo, let's go Q. Bro, my man Q, bro. Let's go. Consistently showing up, making a ton of progress. It shows, bro. Amazing job, bro. Straight fire.
Yeehaw, let's get it.
Great job.
So I think next week we may be able to crack 100,000 on this account. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. It's already
done, bro.
We need a
6-figure, 7-figure trade.
We need another $11,000, and we're there.
It's coming, bro. For sure. Wow, Muggs, let's go, bro. My man Muggs just said my first full day in the clubhouse just paid for a year's worth of the clubhouse. Wow, amazing, bro. Straight fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many. The bags are full.
Right.
Yep. Exactly. So I'm like, how do I get to 100K on that account? I just show up and look, show up, not worrying about making 100K and just take good trades. Yep, that's right.
You become in true alignment with your goal, right? That's what I learned from Nick as well. You need to be in true alignment with your goal through your thoughts, words, and actions. So my goal is to be a consistently profitable trader. All right. Now my thoughts, words, and actions need to be in alignment with that consistently profitable trader, regardless of what the physical world says, what my current results say. Regardless of that, I need to stay true to the the end feeling, the wish being fulfilled, my desire being fulfilled. I need to stay true to that state of being, regardless of what the physical world says.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what my plans are, but I mean, it would be pretty epic if I withdraw 70 grand, and just take the 70 and then just leave my account back at 30, which was my original investment. So yeah, it's tempting. So we'll see.
Sit on it, bro. Think about it.
I'll think about it.
Go for a nice walk. Solitude.
We'll think about it.
Even if you take out half, 50K, I mean, at least you could leave 20K in there.
Let me see here. Do we look for these setups during New York and London, or can it? Yeah, pretty much. Mainly during high times of volume. this system will work the best. That's why you usually catch us trading around like specific times every day. But yeah, pretty much when you see setups, I would execute, and then through that you'll learn, you know, when it works, when it doesn't. But you know, the higher the volume, the better. Goldie. No bottom wick here. Wow. So yeah, if we would have waited on the 30, we wouldn't have been in that. See how it ran with no lower wick?
Oh, bro. Yeah, no. 15 minute, bro. I mean, 15 minutes, amazing.
Why did I switch from the 30? From learning from Raja and stuff? Well, you know, I learned from Raja, man, like 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So I have a lot of experience since then. You know what I mean? And I have to go off of what I see in the market, not just from what I've heard or have been taught. So markets do tend to kind of like, you know, change a little bit, and you just got to adapt. And again, your skill set changes as well. So as my skill set has gotten better, because anyone who was here in the like in the beginning of this live stream, we typically just stuck on the 30-minute or 1 hour chart for entries. We would kind of like let the 15-minute go, but you know, over time we've learned how to navigate, you know, on the 15, and I think it's served us well. I think most of our trades this year have been taken off the 15. So yeah, I think a lot has to do with me trading every session and understanding, like, you know, the movement, you know, where price is and where the 4 hour is, and the whole anticipation of the next move there. So yeah, you know, you're gonna learn, but then you're gonna learn more, right? And that experience is gonna allow you to use different concepts or techniques in the market. But yeah, that's probably how it happened.
Yeah, and we really learned how to use the 15-minute when we really were first starting with the 30-minute. You know, by trading the 30-minute, you're gonna learn how to use the 15-minute when the 30-minute may not give you what you want, but the 15-minute does, right? So yeah, you know, it comes with experience, I think, being great on the 15-minute. But like for the new beginner trader, like Raja would obviously teach, like, focus on the 30-minute, because the 15-minute could be a little tricky for the new beginner trader, right? But once you get some experience on you, it can really be great. I see Raja take trades on the 15-minute today.
Very good. Holy. Did he? He took a 15 today?
I've seen him take 15-minute trades. I don't know about today, but...
Okay, anyone want to do a giveaway? We have last call if you want to get involved in this giveaway here. So all you got to do is go follow me on Instagram, come down to this picture of me hopping out the jet sharper than Gillette, and then leave a like, leave a comment, and let's do this giveaway. Yeah, we'll do it in like 10 minutes. Oh, you got to go, John? All right, no problem. Well, hey, everyone, speed it up. John's got places to be. He's got to go get another Red Bull.
Don't worry about me.
He's got to go get another Red Bull.
I need another Red Bull. I need a bacon, egg, and cheese, and I need to get some sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Sounds like a New York day.
The bacon, egg, and cheese is gonna slap today because I actually I fasted all day yesterday, so I'm ready for it.
So you're just gonna just straight up, hello digestive system.
Yeah.
Here's a bacon, egg, and cheese from New York. No warning, no bone broth or anything.
The Red Bull was the warning, bro.
Here you go.
At 5 a.m. in the morning, bro. The Red Bull was the warning.
That's hilarious. Johnny Jen's crazy.
I'm trying to eat more. I've been doing 1 meal a day for the last 5 years. I need to put some muscle on now.
He needs the muscle.
Amen, limitless capital. Amen, bro. One step at a time.
How many of y'all are going to get crumbled tonight? Please, if you're going to get crumbled tonight, don't do it. Don't do it, gang. Just skip tonight. All right? This is your message. This message is for you.
You'll thank Nick later. You'll thank Nick tomorrow for not eating crumble today.
He said I spammed W's and Wix's by mistake. Damn, bro. You got him all hype over there.
Damn, bro.
Sheesh. 100K is going to be crazy. I hope I get there too. You can get there, Destiny. You can get there. You just got to, you know, run your race. I haven't really done anything special over the course of my career outside of mature a little bit and stay consistent as possible and, you know, just further educate myself on what the winners do. So I just do what the winners do.
Yeah, bro.
That's messed up, bro. That's messed up. Foster. Yeah. I got you guys. Just don't miss a session next week and we'll talk about it.
And my friends in YouTube, if you're not in the clubhouse, what are you doing? Come on. I'm missing you over here. Let's go.
Unhealthy America. Just grab a Red Bull.
You know the saying America runs on Dunkin'? It's more like America runs on nothing.
Minimum balance, I think, is like $100 or yeah, 100, I think. Love from Iran. Let's get it. Is my Instagram time to eat? No, my Instagram is right here. My bad. Yeah, this is it right here, up top. Goldie still on the move, or let me check. ES hasn't broke the highs or anything. Yeah, gold's still on the move. But notice how it stopped right where we had our TPs, right? Hasn't really pushed through that at all.
Back up.
Yeah.
It rejected, went back and like draw down, push back up.
Yep.
I locked out on gold.
Lock it out.
You had anything tonight, Nick? Any desserts?
I don't know. I'm gonna be going out today.
Oh,
So yeah, we'll see.
True.
Definitely dinner though. Maybe not dessert.
Bet.
Definitely gonna catch a sunset on the beach though tonight.
Nice, dude. It's sounds so good. Sounds fire.
Leg day.
With the dessert.
Yeah, I had leg day yesterday. Did suck. My legs are hurting right. I'm standing too. Peace out, Jose. Y'all gotta invest in they call it the Theragun, right? Theragun? Yeah, man. Y'all need one of those.
Peace, Jose.
Just join right here after a workout. Change your life. Telling you, man. Change your life. All right, we good? Did everyone comment? Everyone, we good? Can we do the giveaways now?
Do it.
Can we do the giveaway? Hey.
If you missed it, you missed it now, chat. You had 10 minutes, so. Let's run it, Nick.
Nick, man, you've taught me a lot, but I still have not become profitable. Maybe because I stretched the challenge too long. No, it's more so because as you work on yourself. So let me explain it in this way. Money, right, Money is a lagging indicator for growth. Does that make sense? Money's a lagging indicator for your success level. Because just like fruit on a tree, right? When you plant a tree, you got to do the work. You got to take the time. What's the last thing that shows up on that tree? Fruit, right? So it works the same way with money, right? You develop yourself, you become better, you go through the trials, you go through the tribulations, you come out better, you come out on top, and then the money, right? The profits, the profitability, then that comes, right? It never comes before the character building, right? So you build the character on the front end, you build your skill set on the front end, and money tends to come on the back end of that. So just because you haven't been profitable doesn't mean you're not growing. Always remember, money is a lagging indicator to growth. So just keep going, and eventually that money will start to fall into your lap. And guess what? It will literally do that. It'll fall into your lap. Like you won't even have to put any effort into doing it. It will just come straight to you, right? At one point down the road, you will have the same job I have, and you will get paid to exist. You will get paid to exist. Yeah, money will work for you. Every time you get money and you spend it, it'll go out and get more of its buddies and come back to you. Don't ask me how it works. It works. It's some sort of energy or frequency thing going on over here. Yeah, I don't know. But
Money's energy.
anyway, are we good? Did we all line this
good.
up?
We're good. Let's do this.
John, I was asking the chat, right? I was asking the chat. Oh, wow, 100 comments. Oh, wow.
We only asked them a couple times now.
All right, let's do it. I want to give everyone a fair chance, you know? All right, let's grab this giveaway winner thingy-majiggy.
Chat, we good, right? We've had a couple warnings. You gave us some time.
Okay, enter your Instagram post URL. So let's go over here. Let's go over here. Boom. Bam. Max
Yeah,
number of
you,
winners.
exactly.
Max number of winners. What are we feeling today, John?
What'd you say? Max
Winners. Amount of winners.
How about we do...
You guys remember Fast and Furious? I don't know. 50 weight? 30 weight? Remember when they poured... Remember when they hit the guy with the gasoline in his mouth? Oh, that... What was his name again? The Chinese dude? What do you think? What do you think, John?
What is it?
2 winners?
I'm
4
thinking-
winners?
How about we do 5?
5.
What do you think? Or should we meet in the middle? 3.
How about we do 10? How about we do 10? I'm the immature leader here. Yeah. Let's do 10. How about that?
Snap. Let's do it. 10.
All right. We gotta save some winners for the clubhouse. Like I want to do an exclusive only clubhouse giveaway too.
That's why I said 5, but let's do 10.
Yeah.
We still got room for clubhouse.
Yeah. Maybe we should do 5.
Yeah, I know.
5?
YouTube, we got a little pip. So we got a couple Pippin dippers on YouTube.
All right. Let's do 5 and 1 for good luck on YouTube, and then we'll save the rest of them for tomorrow in the clubhouse.
I like that.
Yeah. All right.
Gives everyone a shot here.
All right. So we're gonna go. Let's do 2 at a time, so we can get a little, excitement going on here. Let me just move some things. Boom.
Don't worry, YouTube. It's all love.
It's all up. We're gonna do we're gonna do more giveaways in the clubhouse tomorrow on the webinar. So all right, cool. So let's do this. I think we're good here. Let's start scanning. And let's get some winners here. So we'll do 2 at a time, right? Oh my God, 30-second delay. Holy smokes.
That's
Can't
like
be
waiting
playing
for
with
COVID.
rich people's time like that.
Right.
Green, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry about the 20-second countdown. I know you're a rich
What's up,
guy.
Green? Hi, Green.
You guys want to turn the music up? All right. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. Oh, how about this? Give me a reason.
I want you to play a different song for the outro, though.
Okay. All right. The winners are... Wait, where are they? Benefits for your giveaway. Wait, what happened here? Oh, here they are.
Oh,
Starnley. Yeah? February King. I said 2 winners. Didn't I?
maybe. Wait. Maybe those aren't even people.
I don't even think these are these real names? Oh yeah, they are. All right,
We got those
so
people in the chat or what?
who's here?
Might be
Where'd
tough.
this music come from, bro? What the heck?
Yeah, weird.
Oh
This is
my
Tracy
God.
Chapman.
Hey, I don't know about this, man. It's for grown folks only. All right.
Someone's saying they're February King, but that's probably a lie.
All right. Let's see. Let me figure this out here. One sec. All right. You guys want to change the song? That's not right, man. That's not right.
Hey,
That's not right. All right. So we got some winners here. We got some winners. So we got, I don't know how we got 4 winners, but we got 4. Yeah. So you got yeah, you guys have to message me on Instagram. Let me just screenshot this. Screenshot that. We'll do another 2. Oh, 2 are backups. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's messed up. I didn't want to back up.
Yeah, we're just mess this up there, but
Sheesh. Alright, well we got 4. So I guess we'll do 1 now. So it'll give us 2. If we do 1, it'll give us 2. So if you are the winner, message me on Instagram. And if you're not the winner, then don't message me because God's watching you, alright? God's watching you. He even knows the thoughts that are going on in your mind right now. Shame on you. Alright, so let's do another one. Let's do another one. Where'd that go? There it is. Okay. Let's do one more. And we'll pick 2 more winners here. So if you are a winner, if you do see your name here, congratulations. You have won a $50,000 eval account with Top 1 Futures. W. You also might just happen to get a 50K straight to funded, depending on what drugs they're on over there at Top 1 lately, because some of the giveaway winners have recently gotten instant funded accounts, which is wild.
hey, we gotta keep that low though, chat.
Yeah, keep that on the low. Keep that on the low. Nobody knows nothing. All right, let's do this again. It's a hit. Music's too high. All right, you guys don't want to party that loud. All right, we'll go down a little. All right, let's do it again. We got 2 more coming up here. We got 30-second timer on it. Let's do it. Instagram. Man, you guys got lucky. All right, cool. Here we go. Last 2 winners. By the way, the next giveaway we do, I got something way funner than this. Way funner. Way more fun. We're going to do races. They're going to be races. You're going to have little emojis that are going to race each other. It's going to be cool. All right, cool. So let me just lower it a little bit. All right, let's do this. So we got 2 more winners entering the pot here. 50Ks. So let's see. You got 30 seconds. This will not include spam. No.
You did 1 here?
Yeah, 1. So we're going to get a backup. So that'll equal 2, and that'll total 6 50Ks here. He said racist. Racist, man. Reese's? Reese's Pieces? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the winner is Moses and Jason. W.
Okay. Nice.
All right. I need you guys to hit me up as soon as you possibly can to keep my attention. And you will get your accounts all set up and shipped over to your email. Let's go, Moses. He said, "Dan, that's me. Let's get it." Congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Big W.
Got an account here. Awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Make sure you DM my boy up. No DM, no account.
Hit me up.
Hit him in the DMs.
Hit me up. All right. Anyway, Goldie, target tapped, ES. I think we're out of here, man. It's a weekend. It's weekend vibes, right? Walk away with some money, and we had a good week, man. We crushed the markets this week. We took 1 loss. So anyone who took my trades, all my trades, and nothing but my trades, you took 1 loss this week. You should have an insane amount of profits. So congratulations if that's you. And I can't wait to do it all over again next week.
It was a pleasure to lose a trade in the sky, man. Grateful for that opportunity. Grateful to do that, bro. So yeah,
There you
W
go.
trades.
First time for everything.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. Any other last questions before we head off? I hope wishing you all a blessed weekend, and hopefully this week on the live stream you've learned something, you have begin to apply something new, and it can further your trading career. Yeah. Clubhouse, we got motion on the way out. All right.
Always.
I think we're good. Gang, love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't over risk, don't over trade today. Have a great weekend. Wishing you all the best. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Johnny Gems, see you on Monday, G. Enjoy New York.
Have a good weekend.
All right, y'all.
Peace, chat. God bless y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, G's. I'm out.
That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget a cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes made me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They do focus on the image now, but that ain't me. A lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. A lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds these days. Everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pick for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days, I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days, I don't need nobody's validation. These days, I don't need nobody's invitation. These days, I don't tell nobody what I'm doing. I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right.
You keep on running around. You keep on running around. I've had enough of these games. 100 grams.
Run around, got a lot fools. And I still got the crown like a bad tooth. I am cool, I don't gotta act cool. Just follow where I lead you, pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight 10s from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like king, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, Yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal, going up. Me and the capital, super compatible, got me like, Let's go.
Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream.
Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause I know that the word is this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets, I make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans on the kick, pull the curtain back. Wow, hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 80-42, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? Aw, man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, kinda Nick. Went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it itch. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? Aw, man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.